Don't tell me about me. Stop telling 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 me about me. I don't need you to tell me about me.
All right, y'all. We are back up in here, man. Welcome back, y'all, to another episode. Let's talk. J. Rich Jordan, man. Hold on, man. Let me get my music right, y'all, because yeah, we going with Otis tonight, y'all. Yeah, we going with Otis, y'all. We gonna rock out with Otis tonight, man. I hope everybody's doing all right tonight, man. On y'all way in, y'all know we trying to grow around here, so I need y'all to do what I need y'all to do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, share the videos, turn the notice on, make sure you click all and rock with your boy, man. We about to get it in tonight. Everybody already know what I'm about to get into. It's gonna be some disagreements. That's why I have the link in the panel for anybody that wants to disagree, because this is a very touchy subject. But we're going to talk about it, y'all. We're going to talk about it. There's recently been some things going on in this country since we've had a new election, and a lot of things that I disagree with. Now, I understand some people are going to have their opinions about it, but I feel like, me personally, using the word that I don't like to use, a phrase that I don't like to use, like, I feel like we got some bullshit happening in America is making themselves look like some dummies in the world. It's not looking good, in my honest opinion, but some people might think the other way. We recently had a visit from the president of Ukraine, and they had a meeting in the Oval Office. Traded questions, had a conversation in front of the media, whatever. And I thought it was very interesting. So we're gonna break that down a little bit real quick, and I'm gonna give my opinion about how things are transpiring. And I'm going to talk about a broader issue when it comes to this presidency that I see is going on right now, because it's not what I think a lot of people signed up for. But either way, though, neither here nor there. I'm not going to talk too much. Let's just go ahead and jump to the video, and y'all tell me what y'all think. But yeah, let's rock out, y'all. Let's rock out.
Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to have President Zelensky of Ukraine, and we've been working very hard, very close. So we've actually known each other for a long time. We've been dealing with each other for a long time, and very well. We had a little negotiation spat, but that worked out great. I think for both countries, I think for the world, actually, beyond both countries. And we have something that is a very fair deal. And we look forward to getting in and digging and working and getting some of the rare earth, but it means we're going to be inside, and it's a big commitment from the United States, and we appreciate working with you very much, and we will continue to do that. We have had some very good discussions with Russia. I spoke with President Putin, and we're going to try and bring this to a close. It's something that you want and that he wants. We have to negotiate a deal, but we've started the confines of a deal, and I think something can happen. The big thing is the number of...
Now look, we're going to stop right here real quick, because I want to make sure, just in case the people that don't know what's going on, right there sitting to Trump's left or right, depending on how you want to look at it, that is President Zelensky. He's the president of Ukraine. Currently, Ukraine is fighting the war against Russia because, Russia invaded Ukraine, all right? Now, what Zelensky was technically there for what Trump actually had him come in for, was to sign a deal for the United States to have rights to their rare minerals, their rare, cobalt and fucking gold, or not gold for real, but lithium and shit like that. They want to come over there and mine their rare minerals for protection from Russia. That was going to be the deal that was traded off on. All right. So that's why they're sitting in this room right now. That's why they're sitting in this room right now. Zelensky had to come over here and beg for some United States protection, even though the United States already agreed that they protect them anyways. And that's how we're doing shit. But obviously, Trump's gonna go through his little spiel about whatever, and I don't know if he's there in the head, but he's gonna come up with his own narrative about what's been transpiring and stuff. But either way, though, let's keep going.
Soldiers mostly at this point, but soldiers being killed. You're losing thousands of soldiers. So on both sides, we're losing a lot of soldiers, and we want to see it stopped, and we want to see the money get put to different kinds of use, like rebuilding, and we're going to be working very hard. But we've had a lot of very good conversations. I will say, until we came along, the Biden administration didn't speak to Russia whatsoever. They didn't speak to anybody. They just allowed this to continue. And I will say that, I'll say in front of you, you've heard me say it 1,000 times, if I were president, this war would have never happened. We would have had a deal negotiated for you without having to go through what you've gone through. But your soldiers have been unbelievably brave. We've given them great equipment, but somebody has to use the equipment. They've been unbelievably brave, and we give them great credit. This was supposed to be over very quick.
We gave them people hand-me-downs. I'm just saying that for y'all that don't know nothing about how the military work, never been in it. We gave them hand-me-downs. We gave them weapons that we needed to destroy because we weren't using them anymore. And it cost more to destroy them than to give them to them. So we gave them to them instead. Not incredible weapons, and weapons that we weren't going to use no more and we were about to get rid of. Just throwing that out there for y'all.
And here we are 3 years later. So I give tremendous credit to your generals and your soldiers and yourself in the sense that it's been very hard fighting, very tough fighting. They're great fighters. And you have to be very proud of them from that standpoint. But now we want to get it over with. It's enough, right? We want to get it over with. So it's an honor to have you here. Thank you very much for coming. We're going to sign the agreement at the conference in the East Room in a little while, right after lunch. And we'll be having lunch together. We'll also discuss.
Now, I want y'all to remember, I told y'all they came over here to sign this agreement for the United States to get access pretty much to their minerals, to their resources for protection from Russia. That agreement never got signed. And you're going to see why, and during this conversation, why that agreement didn't get signed. Now, remember, y'all, they paraded this man out here in front of the American media to try to show strength, strength, y'all. The agreement, that the whole point of them being there never got accomplished because of what's about to transpire. Check it out.
Discussing some other things, and we appreciate everybody being here. It's somewhat of an exciting moment, but the really exciting moment is when they stop the shooting and we end up with a deal. And I think we're fairly close to getting that, and an honor to have you. And please, I'd like to say something.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you for the invitation. And really, I hope that this first document, will be first step to real security guarantees for Ukraine, our people, our children. I really count on it. And of course, we count that America will not stop support. Really, for us, it's very important to support and to continue it. I want to discuss it with details further during our conversation, and of course the infrastructure or security guarantees, because for today I understand what Europe is ready to do, and of course I want to discuss with you what United States will be ready to do. And I really count on your strong position to stop Putin, and you said that enough with the war. I think that is very important, Ben, to say these words to Putin at the very beginning of war, because he is a killer and terrorist. But I hope that together we can stop him. But for us, it's very important to, to save our country, our values, our freedom and democracy, and of course, no compromises with the killer about our territories, but it will be later. And of course, what I wanted, we spoke about it by phone with you about the drones production. We have very good drones production. I think the best one in the world for today because of the war. Yes, and of course, we need very much the air defense. You have the best air defense in the world, and really you helped us under attacks of Russians. And I want to speak how we can exchange the licenses. We're open to share the licenses of all our drones with you, of course, with the United States. And we need licenses for quick production of air defense. Even after the war, we need our nation to be calm, that we are secure. So that's why we need this air shield. And of course, about this, I want to speak about the contingents. I think that France and UK already spoke to you, and we know that Europe is ready, but without the United States, they will not be ready to be as strong as we need. And the last point, last not least, about exchange, about our people and children. And you know that these crazy Russians, that they stolen 20,000 of children Ukrainian children, they changed their names, they changed their families, relatives, and now they're in Russia. We want to bring them back, and really, it's a big dream, task, and goal for me, and our warriors. By the way, Mr. President, we released more than 4,000 warriors from Russian prison, but there are thousands more in the prison. I wanted to share with you some images. How it's just can I now?
Yeah,
Have I?
please.
Some minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Just you to understand in what circumstances, in what situation they are, and what the attitude of Russia to our prisoners. That guys, just you before and after. And you see before and after, just you to understand. Now thousands of such guys, ladies and men, there, and that, so they don't eat, they beat them, and they, do a lot of bad things. So out of, even during the war, there are rules. Everybody knows there are rules during the war. So these guys, they don't have any rules. You see that 50, 60 kilograms left, and a lot of such things. And I didn't want to show you what the changes with images of children, because I will just share with you. And I mean, it's looking tragic.
Yep, that's tough stuff.
I wanted very much to give you, and you see it.
Yeah.
This is pastor, by the way. They stolen pastors, because it's not Russian church. They stolen pastors and moved pastors to the prison. At the end of last year, we brought 3 pastors, and we could exchange them. And this is pastor, you see.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. So I mean, this I wanted to show you, and this. So thank you very much.
We want to get that ended, right?
Yeah. Of course, we
And I
want.
think we will. I think we will.
Now I know some people. I've seen different channels that have covered this, especially the ones that lean toward the right, and they pretty much tried to say that the way that Zelensky was speaking right now, he was being disrespectful to the United States. He was being disrespectful to the president, so on and so forth. A lot of people need context around situations before they speak on those situations. Because first off, I'll just say it right now. Trump don't look like he give 2 shits. Am I the only one that think that? Maybe so. Maybe I'm the only one in this group that thinks Trump didn't give 2 shits about the photos he's showing to this guy of the prisoners that were taken by Russia. And these people are literally going from my size to like a little 5-year-old kid. They're starving these folks, beating these folks. Ain't no telling what they've been doing to the women that didn't get to leave out of there, the children that didn't get to leave out of there. I'm just like, Trump didn't look like he gave a fuck. I'm just leave it like that. The man's country is under attack. His country was invaded. He's coming to the United States for help. And we can't forget the context surrounding this, where Trump called the man that's sitting right next to him a dictator. He called that president that was elected in a fair and free election, he called him a dictator because they haven't had elections during wartime. And you would think that a president of the United States would understand that during war times, according to their constitution, they can't have elections during war times. While they're at war, they don't do elections, but as soon as their war is ended, they do elections after that. But he called him a dictator, not Putin. He called him a dictator. He told him, and everybody saw it on the news, said that Ukraine should have not have started this war when Russia invaded it. This guy, Zelensky, sitting right here next to Trump, understood and heard all of that information before he even showed up to this meeting. So to come in a little irritated with a guy that talks tough, that ain't never did nothing in his life physically, I would be a little pissed off in a sense. And now I'm coming over here having to beg you to help my country out. It's a little funny. So he wanted to make sure he showed these images to the president. Maybe that invoked some type of emotional feeling to get him to do the right thing, especially since America wants to be in everybody else's business, and especially since he wants those minerals that Ukraine has. So let's see how the response is, because we have our great vice president that's going to jump in here in a second, and yeah, shit's going to go left.
And
You have to, of course.
do you have any questions, please?
Thank you, Mr. President. With the, how much money is the U.S. going to put into the fund that is being created today, and how does this provide long-term security for Ukraine?
Well, we don't know exactly how much, because we're going to be putting some money in a fund that we're going to get from the raw earth that we're going to be taking and sharing in terms of revenue. So it's going to be a lot of money will be made from the sale and from the use of raw earth. And as you know, our country doesn't have much raw earth. We have a lot of oil and gas, but we don't have a lot of the raw earth. And what we do have is protected by the environmentalists, but that could be unprotected, but still it's not very much. They have among the best in the world in terms of raw earth. So we're going to be using that, using it for all of the things we do, including AI and including weapons and the military, and it's really going to very much satisfy our needs. So it's something that just worked out really well. We have a lot of oil and we have a lot of gas, we have a lot, but we don't have raw earth. So this has just about every component of the raw earth that we need for computers, for all of the things we do. This puts us in great shape.
And on long-term security for Ukraine, how is this provided?
I think they're going to have great luck. I think once we make the agreement, that's going to be 95% of it. They're not going to go back to fighting. I've spoken with President Putin, and I feel very strong. I've known him for a long time, and I feel very strongly that they're very serious about it, and we'll make a deal. And when the deal is made, I don't think, we talk about security. Everyone's talking about the other day, all they talked about was security. I said, let me make the deal first. I have to make the deal first. I don't worry about security right now. We have to have a deal, because right now, last week, 2,000 soldiers died on both sides.
Sir, and I'm saying this with all due respect. To make a deal, security would be a part of the deal. You can't say I need to make the deal first, then worry about security after. They're trying to get protection. They're trying to get, like somebody hires a bodyguard, And I'll just say this from the get-go, y'all. I'll say this personally from the get-go. The rest of the world need to worry about their own shit. We need to worry about our own. We keep talking about we got all this fraud and corruption in this country. We got all this shit going on. How about we just let the rest of the world fight it out? But no, we actually have interests over there. We want what they got. So in exchange for what they got, we're supposed to give them protection. How can you make a deal to stop this war without providing them protection? You can't make the deal first and then say, yeah, we'll talk about the protection afterwards. The protection is the deal. What are you talking about? I'm just saying, I ain't the smartest person in the room, but I don't know what the fuck he talking about. I'm just being honest. I'm not the smartest person in the room, y'all. But I think the protection would be a part of the deal, like the main part of the deal.
2,000, and they're losing 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 a week. So as we sit here and we talk, people are getting shot and dying on the battlefield. And, they're not American soldiers, but they're Russian soldiers and they're Ukrainian soldiers, and we want to be able to stop it. And we want to be able also to spend money on other things. We don't want to, this is a tremendous amount of money, and what the Biden administration did was terrible. They were giving money, but he had no security on the money. Europe, as you know, gave much less money, but they had security. It was in the form of a loan. They get their money back, and we didn't. And now, at least we're protected, because the American taxpayer has to be protected too. But this is an incredible agreement for Ukraine, because we have a big investment in their country now, and what they have, very few people have. And we're able to really go forward with very, very high-tech things and many other things, including weaponry that we're going to use in many locations, but that we need for our country.
Mr. President,
This allows us to do that.
will you continue?
I'm sorry.
Military aid. Yes, go ahead, please.
If I can just, yes, in the document there is one.
Before he speaks, shout out to Op. He said lightweight strong arming. Yeah, that's pretty much what Trump's trying to do right now. Now, Red said Zelensky is halting the deal because he doesn't want a ceasefire. Said ceasefire has to happen before an agreement. Who told you that? That's the question I would love for you to answer. Who told you that? Because I've been watching right-wing media. I've also been watching left-wing media. And I've also been watching European media. And everywhere this man has gone, he's always tried to get a ceasefire. He's always tried to stop this war ever since it began. So I want to know where you got that information from, because I think I have a good idea where you got it from, but I think that's completely false. And I'm gonna show you a video a little bit later too to show you that he actually wants this war to stop. He's been trying to get this war to stop from the get-go. But you know, somebody comes into your house, you know, I don't know how you feel about that, but he also said, Zelensky said himself, he doesn't want a ceasefire until all the Russians leave. Make that. I'm not even finna address that comment right there, because I think you need to read your own comment back, Red, and think about it for a second. But either way, though, let's keep going.
One of the very important points, if we speak about business and investment, we never had LNG terminals in Ukraine. This document will open. I mean, the next documents, but anyway, here we see in the framework, we see really goodwill for this. LNG terminals for us is very important, and I think for security of European continent. We have the biggest storage, gas storage. We have the biggest in Europe. Yes, and we can use it. Use it for LNG. Use it for LNG, and we will do it. And really, we can help Europe, because Europe really helped. President Trump said that they made less support, but they are our friends, and they are our very supportive partners. They really gave a lot, Mr. President. They did.
They gave a lot, but they gave much less.
No.
Much less.
No. No.
No. Okay.
Mr. President Trump, you have repeatedly called the deal with Ukraine as a historical one. And as a president of the United States, you make historical decisions in other issues which affect America and other world. So what place in the world history do you want to take? And do you associate yourself with any famous historical figures?
Yeah, I'd say George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. I would say I'm far superior to George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. Now, you know I'm only kidding, right? Because when I say that, the fake news is going to go wild. They're going to say he considers himself to be better than Washington. But you never know. You never know. I don't compare myself to anybody. I'm here to do a job. We've had a great 35 days or whatever it might be, a month, a little more than a month. We've accomplished tremendous amounts. Not only this would be a very great achievement if we could get the war stopped and get them back to normalization. I think that's going to happen. We've had very good talks on both sides, as you know, but I think we've done a very good job, just generally. If you look at all of the things we've done in 30 days, they're saying there's never been a opening for a president. The first month, there's never been a first month like we've had. And this is one of the very important
Dude, your approval rating's in the trash. What are you talking about?
things. This, to me, is one of the most important things, because we have tremendous death taking place as we speak, and I don't want to have that. You know, think of the parents, whether they're in Russia or Ukraine, think of the parents of all these people being killed needlessly.
They came to our territory.
Should have never started. This would have, if I were president, this would have never started.
Mr. President, will you continue sending military aid to Ukraine after the U.S. signs this agreement with Ukraine?
Yeah, we're going to be continuing.
To President Zelensky, do you feel like the U.S. is on your side, that President Trump is on your side at this moment?
Right.
What do you think?
He wants to know, do you think that sort of a stupid question. I guess we wouldn't be here if I wasn't.
I think that the United States on our side from the very beginning of occupation, and I think that President Trump on our side, and of course, I'm sure that the United States President will not stop support. This is crucial for us. It's important for us. Yes. And Putin, the president, speaks about the people and the soldiers which are dying, but they came to our territory, they came to our land. They began this war, and they have to stop. And I think this is the question, with really the most important question. Can President Trump, I hope yes, with some other allies, to stop Putin, withdraw these enemies, our enemy, withdraw these troops from our land? And I think that you asked about the history.
Look at his face. Look at Trump's face when he said what he said. Watch his face again.
The question was really the most important question. Can President Trump, I hope yes, with some other allies, to stop Putin, withdraw these enemies, our enemies?
I just got one question. What the hell does Trump have? I mean, what does Putin have on you? Hey, bro, what does he have on you? We've been, like, people have been saying, I ain't gonna say we, people have been saying that him and Putin have an unusual alliance with each other when Putin has never been liked, Russia has never been liked in the United States because of some of the things they do, kind of like, invading Ukraine for random reasons. Now, I sat around, and I'll tell y'all from the get-go, I said I didn't care that Russia invaded. Putin didn't want NATO encroaching any further on them, so he invaded Ukraine. He took Crimea when Obama was he's the president, and now he's doing this shit. I said I didn't care about it because it wasn't my problem. NATO needs to learn how to make an agreement and stick to. We are buffering, y'all. We buffering around here. 1 second, y'all. I don't know what the hell we buffering for. Let's see these comments real quick. Like, see, Op said he not standing for him, dissing his dog. Red said Russia has valid national security interests, and he said better now. Now look, I told you, when the United States and NATO decided they weren't gonna hold to their agreement that they would not encroach on Russia, and they were talking about bringing in Ukraine into NATO, I understand why Putin did what he did. But what does Putin have on this guy? Like I've said, he not standing for him dissing his dog. You can tell that Trump has this little butt buddy relationship with Putin, and he denied it for the longest. When the left was saying it about him when he ran the first time, no, me and Putin don't got that. This man ain't never talked tough to Putin. He ain't never said nothing reckless about Putin. He ain't never said nothing bad about the man. Not once since he was president before and now. He got more energy for the guy sitting next to him who country got invaded than the guy that invaded it. Look at his face. Just look at his face, y'all. You can see it all on his face, but let's let it keep going.
And withdraw these troops from our land. And I think that you asked about the history, I think that if President, or when, he will stop Putin, if President Trump will bring peace to our country, I think he will be on this wall in time.
We've had very, very good talks.
What about military aid to Ukraine?
President Zelensky just said that there'd be no compromises with.
Let's stop real quick. Red said, meanwhile, Russia took no territory during Trump. Red, you know they're taking territory right now. Who's the president? Gotcha.
Putin. I just wanted to ask both of you. Firstly, are there compromises that you think that President Zelensky is going to have to make? And President Zelensky, is there anything that you might be thinking that you may be able to offer or bring to the table, for example, elections? Thank you.
I think you're going to have to always make compromises. You can't do any deals without compromises. So certainly he's going to have to make some compromises, but hopefully they won't be as big as some people think you're going to have to make. That's all. That's all we can do. I'm here as an arbitrator, as a mediator to a certain extent between two parties that have been very hostile, to put it mildly. They've been very hostile. There's been a vicious war. There's been a vicious war. You know, it's a very level battlefield, and those bullets go out, and as I've said many times, we were talking about it with Pete,
Red, don't switch it up now, man. Don't switch it up now. You said first that, hold on, let me come to the side so we can make sure we see the comments when I put them up here. He said, meanwhile, Russia took no territory during Trump. I hit you back with, yes, they actually are taking territory right now. They had already took Crimea, and they were actually moving out around in Crimea, trying to expand their territory when Trump was in office the first time. I don't know what the hell, but then you turn around and said, because of the war that was started under Biden. This war had been started, bro. It wasn't under Biden. See, I really want to ask a question to all the Trump supporters. Is he giving you some pussy or something? Because if it was any Democrat president that was in office right now, you would call this bullshit out. You wouldn't hesitate to call this out. But for some reason, people that topping this dude off will not criticize him for any bad thing that he does at all. And it makes absolutely no sense to me. That's why I say a lot of people that support him are in a cult. I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, Indian, Native American, whatever the fuck. You support that dude, you're in a cult. I truly believe that. Because it makes no sense. You'll make all the excuses in the world for this guy, but you won't make no excuse for nobody else. When y'all gonna start bitching about eggs prices again? When y'all gonna start doing that? I haven't heard shit about egg prices. Oh, we're going to blame it on Biden. He killed all the chickens. It didn't matter that we had a flu going around when the egg prices went up under Biden. But now that Trump's the president, oh, well, you know, we got to really talk about what actually happened for why the prices of things have gone up. It's like, come on, man. That's like somebody that defends their family no matter what their family does. I can't stand people like that. If you can't call a strike a strike, or a ball, why the fuck am I even listening to you? We got to be straight up 100. We got to be 100. They're taking fucking territory right now. They took territory while he was in office before. It just wasn't at the scale that it was when Biden was in there. I'll give you that. It wasn't a full-on invasion. I'll give you that. But to say that they never took territory, that's cap. And then to try to change the subject afterwards that's just laughable right there. But let me read this last one. I was referring to 2016 and 2020. Crimea was already taken. Yeah, but they were expanding from inside of Crimea. You got to keep up with the news, man, to see what they were actually doing, bro. They were expanding outside of Crimea. They wanted that coastline down there at the bottom. I forget what sea is right there that they wanted access to, but they were actually expanding up into the south. I mean, to the west on that one. So yeah, go look that back up for yourself. You'll find out. But either way, though, let's keep going.
Many times the only thing stopping those bullets is a human body. And in the case we're talking about, generally young human bodies are stopping a lot of bullets. It's dead level. That's why it's great farmland. It's great land.
Crimea is on the coast, Red. Crimea is on the coast. Pull up a map.
And it's great farmland, but there's very little protection against the bullets that are being, and other things that are being shot. So all I can do is see if I can get everybody at the table and get an agreement. I think we're going to end up with an agreement. Otherwise, I wouldn't probably be even here today.
Mr. President, I've got two questions for you. You think ultimately your legacy will be the peacemaker and not the president that led this country into another war and ended foreign wars? And I've got a question.
I hope it will. I mean, I hope I'm going to be remembered as a...
Now, I'm going to pause for a second right here because Red did ask a question. He said, what coastline did they take? I don't think a lot of people actually look into what actually is going on. I think they just get their news from wherever the hell they want to get it from. But I'm going to show you Crimea. So you said, what coastline? You see, you type in Crimea right here on Google. Well, actually, I'm actually using Microsoft this time. Crimea is right on the coast, buddy. I don't know if you ever decided to look, but it's right on the coastline. As a matter of fact, let's pull up this map right here. Let me get a little closer. This is Crimea right here. This is all the images of Crimea. You see it's kind of like right there on the fucking coastline. You see that? See that? Right there by the water. Right there by the water. But yeah, I understand though, when you only listen to Fox News and shit like that all the time, you would never know. You would never know, man. I get it, man. You would never know, man. Because you're in a cult. You're following your dear leader and believing everything he said. Your dear leader also said that this man started the war. Do you believe that too? Do you believe that Ukraine started the war? It's a question. You can write yes in the chat. Or you write no. Because your dear leader said it. Now, normally y'all kind of just run up behind whatever he says. And see, Crimea is a peninsula that was already taken. I'm asking, what else do they take? They're taking a whole bunch of land. I just told you that. I guess you're not following. Either way, though, back to the video.
This would be a great thing if we could do this. I'm doing this to save lives more than anything else. Second is to save a lot of money, but I consider that to be far less important. So I hope I'm going to thank you, Brian, for that question. It was a nice question. I hope I'll be known and recognized as a peacemaker. This would be a great thing to solve. This is a very dangerous situation. You know, this could lead to a third world war. This was headed in the wrong direction. If this election were lost, if we didn't win this election, and by the way, we won it by a lot. That was a mandate. We won every swing state. We won the popular vote by millions and millions of votes. We won everything. The districts, you look at the areas of red, take a look at a map. This was a big mandate, and this was one of the things I said, we're going to get this thing settled. If we didn't win, I think this could have very well ended up in a third world war, and that would not have been a good situation. What was your second question?
And my second question for President Zelensky, why don't you wear a suit? You're at the highest, why don't you wear a suit? You're at the highest level in.
All right, here we go with the bullshit. This is one of the right-wing reporters that Trump them love to let into the White House. You know, they don't let other people in like the AP and all them. They don't want them to come in and be a part of these situations where they can go back and report. You heard what this man, we're talking about a war that's going on. People are losing their lives. People are dying. We're trying to get a deal made to stop this war. And this super dummy, that obviously is a Trump supporter, asked this man this question, y'all. Check it out. Listen to the question that he asked him again.
And that would not have been a good situation. What was your second question?
And my second question for President Zelensky, why don't you wear a suit? You're at the highest.
Why don't you wear a suit? That's his question. During hard, trying times, you want to know why a man doesn't have on a suit. That sounds like the same group of people that wondered why Obama had on a tan suit. Just saying anything to try to, like, and look, Trump laughing at it. Trump thinks it's funny.
You wear a suit. You're the highest level in this country's office, and you refuse to wear a suit. Just want to see if do you own a suit?
Yeah, problems.
A lot of Americans have problems with you not.
Really?
Look, we worrying about this man wearing a suit or not, y'all? Do we care about that? I think most Americans that have common sense are worrying about their tax dollars and where they're going, what are we actually spending our money on. I don't think anybody's worried about a man being in a suit or not. But that's the question. And our president, right, sitting there with a little smirk on his face because he thinks that's funny. It's just not funny. It just shows how, look, dude, that's why the rest of the world laughs at us all the time. See, I've said, we have the dumbest Republicans in history in office right now. I would agree with that. And the sad part is some of them I don't even think are truly dumb. I just think they're cucked to the ultimate degree. I think they're cucked. Straight up. They get that man their wives. I don't understand why they think that if they go against Trump, they won't be reelected. I hope they know that Trump's going to be gone after his 4 terms. Unless, because a lot of people haven't been speaking about it, but unless Republicans actually pass that bill that they're trying to push on the floor right now to give Trump a 3rd term. Yeah, I know a lot of people ain't been talking about it. A lot of media outlets ain't been talking about it. I forget the senator from what state he's from, but he's already introduced a bill to give Trump a 3rd term as president. Amazing, right? Goes completely against the Constitution because we don't want kings. Our founding fathers, even though they were evil as fuck, shitty ass people, probably burning in hell right now, they understood that they didn't want a king because they fled from a king. Europe sent their worst, and their worst turned on them. They didn't want a king. But, you know, they're already trying to introduce something right now to have a third term for this super dummy. But either way, though, let's keep going.
I don't have such office.
I will wear a costume
suit.
after this war will finish.
Okay.
Yes, maybe one.
Maybe something like this.
something like
Yes,
yours.
sir.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Maybe something better. I don't know. We will see. Maybe something cheaper than yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
President
Thank you.
Trump. Thank you, President Trump. You said yesterday that you have.
Are you going to send more arms to Ukraine in case there's no peace?
Yeah, we're going to have arms to Ukraine, yeah, sure. Hopefully I won't have to send very much because hopefully we're going to have it finished. We're looking forward to finishing this quickly. We're not looking forward to sending a lot of arms. We're looking forward to getting the war finished so we can do other things. But we very much appreciate the agreement because we need it.
Drill, baby. We coming from them resources. That's all he thinking about. That's all he thinking about. I want them resources, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get look. And please believe y'all, he didn't talk to Putin about this because that was the only motherfucker. He talked to Putin first before he talked to this guy. And Putin's the one that invaded, so Putin would technically be in the wrong. This motherfucker got on the phone and started talking to Putin. And he probably was talking to him before he even won the election. Scheming up, yeah, man, we gonna get up in there, we gonna get them raw minerals, baby. Y'all, like, they sit around here and act like they don't have something going on, bro. These motherfuckers like this, cuz. They like this, son. And people think this shit is a fucking joke. We have a bought and paid for president, yo. He's bought and paid for, not just by Elon Musk, by people outside this country, too.
What they had, and we're treating, you know, our country is now treated fairly. Biden didn't do that. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. This should have never happened. This should have never started. But, you know, sure, the answer is yes, but hopefully we won't have to send much because I'm looking forward to getting it done quickly, very quickly.
Does that mean you'll provide security guarantees, Mr. President?
I don't want to talk about security yet because I want to get the deal done. You know, you fall into.
Once again, how can you get a deal done if you're not going to guarantee them security from the people that invaded them? That's the number one thing that they're looking for. How can you get a deal done if you can't guarantee the one thing that they need? And this is a great businessman right here. All he's worried about is getting their minerals. He wants to take their resources like that, like all European countries have been taken from Africa. That's all he focused on. He don't care about no goddamn war. He wants them resources.
The same trap like everybody else. A million times you said over and over, I want to get the deal done. Security is so easy. That's about 2% of the problem. I'm not worried about security. I'm worried about getting the deal done. The security is the easy part. Security is very nice. Everybody stopped shooting. And now will Europe put people there? I know France is going to. I know the UK is going to. I know other countries are going to, and they happen to be right next door. We haven't committed, but we could conceivably. You know, we have security in a different form. We'll have workers there digging, taking the raw earth so that we can create.
I told you what his number one focus is. He don't give a fuck about anybody over there in that country dying. He don't care about Putin invading. He just sees an opportunity to take something from these people. That's all he's thinking about.
A lot of great product in this country. So in that sense, you have something, but we haven't determined that yet. I will say, in speaking to France and in speaking to, and they were here, as you know, last week and just the other day, they have committed to a lot of security. I don't think you're going to need much security. I think once this deal gets done, it's over. Russia's not going to want to go back, and nobody's going to want to go back.
See Zelensky shaking his head because he knows it's a bunch of bullshit, just like I know it's a bunch of bullshit. But, you know, I know a lot of Trump supporters is eating it up. Yeah, look at he's talking about he's gonna get a deal done. So he's like, this some bullshit, bro. What the fuck is this nigga talking about? We need security, bro.
When this deal ends, I really believe this deal is going to be over. Yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you,
Mr. President, thank you. You hosted Macron and Keir Starmer at the White House this past week, both of whom praised your courage and conviction to lead the pathway towards peace.
Yes.
Part of that involved, though, re-engaging Russia in diplomatic relations, something that previous leaders lacked the conviction to do so. What gave you the moral courage and conviction to step forward and lead that?
Well, I love this guy.
The Trump supporter reporter. Man, that's a Trump supporter reporter right there. What gave you the conviction? I want y'all to hear that dick sucking question again. Let's hear it one more time.
The conviction to do so. What gave you the moral courage and conviction to step forward and lead that?
Well, I love this guy.
This man ain't got the moral courage to not cheat on his wives. Talking about moral courage, bruh. What moral courage are you talking about? But hey, we got Red. Let me see you. Let me see your face in the back real quick. Like, all right, we got Red up in the building. Then let's see. What's going on, Red? What you got?
What's good, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. I'm ready for the shit. Go ahead.
So, I mean, at this point, we haven't really gotten to the thick of it, but I'll just say I think this is a good thing. So, like, most of the American public can see the conversations that actually go on behind closed doors, and not just with Trump and Zelensky, but with everybody.
Do you think this is a representation of the conversations that go on behind closed doors?
When it comes to international politics, oh yeah.
Oh, hell no, Red. Red, please don't be naive. Like, don't be gullible. You think this is how they talk behind closed doors?
Do you know what kind of egos these motherfuckers have?
Exactly. You think they talk like this behind closed doors?
Of course they do. They probably talk worse.
Yeah, exactly, Red. They don't talk like this. This is trying to be politically correct because there's cameras and reporters around. This is not how they have conversations behind closed doors.
It's still, they're beefing.
They're really not beef. Look, this is probably one of the most awkward displays of international diplomacy right now. I've never seen something this bad. And it's been worse behind closed doors. Say it again?
It's a misunderstanding, I think.
I don't think. I don't know why my internet keep doing that, man. It's like crazy. What I got on in here? But
oh shit! I thought it was.
You still there?
Yeah.
All right. I think Zelensky kind of notices that Trump is Putin's best buddy, little butt buddies or something like that. And this is not transparency right here. They trotted that man out there to show Trump's strength, and he pushed back on Trump. Just like the Emmanuel Macron did a week earlier. Did you get to see that press conference?
Yeah. I caught a glimpse of that.
Where Trump was up there lying, talking about how they gave all this aid, and Macron was like, "No, we actually gave a lot of aid to these motherfuckers."
Well, I think the misunderstanding comes first of all because Zelensky, he just learned English a couple years ago, and Trump is not the best at elaborating ideas. And what he's trying to say here is that this is a new kind of diplomacy that America is going under, and it's not like it was before. And so Zelensky's talking about, oh, what about when they took Crimea? What about this? And Trump is trying to.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
That's exactly what he said. When J.D. Vance said,
they haven't got to that point yet.
Okay. All right, we should let it play.
Let's let it wait. Let's wait till we get there. But keep going with anything else before we got before that part. Before we just talk about what happened so far that we've seen. You think this is good diplomacy, right?
So far it's getting a bit uncomfortable, and we're seeing all of this come to a head here. All of the tension that's been building up, us giving them money, them coming to us. We gave them quite a bit.
We didn't give them money. We didn't give him money.
We didn't give him any money? Really?
Nope.
Wow. So what did
pertaining to this war?
Pertaining
to this war?
What did we give to Ukraine?
Weapons.
All of it was weapons? None of it was cash? None of it was
all that money number that they put on that was the value of the weapons that we were going to destroy.
Well, a lot of that was loans. A lot of that was loaned out for them to buy our weapons.
Exactly. We didn't give them any money. We haven't given them money.
We gave them free weapons.
Yes, we gave them weapons, but we didn't give them money.
Well, we did give them money in the sense that those weapons cost money.
You see what I'm getting at, right? Like, because you made a statement that we gave them all this money, right? And I explained to you that we didn't give them cash. The United States didn't write a check, and now you're trying to spin it to.
That is the United States money. That is the taxpayers' money.
No, that was weapons that we were going to destroy. It would have cost us more to destroy them than it would have to give them away.
Well, those weapons cost taxpayer money.
It did. And guess what we were going to do as an American country? We were going to destroy shit that Americans spent their money on by spending more American money to destroy it. So we gave it to them. It cost us less.
How did it cost us less?
It costs more money to destroy weapons. Have you ever Red, I know you ain't never been a part of the government or been a part of the military. It costs a shit ton.
So we had 200, 300, 400 billion dollars worth of shit that needed to be destroyed.
Yes. We actually have way more than that.
I'd like to see the proof of that.
All right. And you want to see proof? Let me help you out real quick. Let's pull it up right here. Let me share screen for you real fast because I don't know what world a lot of people living in. Let's ask Google, how much money does the U.S. spend in defense per year? Because you said $1 billion, right? Look how much money we spend per year in defense.
Well, that's not what I asked.
Yeah, you said ask your question again. I'll let you ask it again. Nah, Red, go ahead. Ask your question again.
So I was asking, we gave the numbers they throw out, we gave the equivalent of 200, 300 billion to Ukraine, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, are you saying that there was 200 to 300 billion dollars worth of weapons that needed to be destroyed but were too expensive?
Yes.
Where's
this is yearly. That's how much we spend per year on the military.
Where's the proof that $300 billion worth of weapons needed to be destroyed?
First off, we didn't send them $300 billion worth of weapons. That's just something that the right wing has said multiple times, and they lie about numbers.
All right,
like
so what
has
did we send?
Doge has been lying. Say it again.
So I'm asking you, what did we send them?
We sent them artillery, we sent them bullets, we sent them rounds or whatever you want to call it. We sent them, I think we sent them some drones too. We sent them some tanks. My bad, hold up. We sent them some tanks. We sent them a few things. We sent them some old fighter jets that we didn't need no more that we were going to decommission. Yeah, we sent them a few things. Red, they got, you know, I was in the Marines, right? Right?
Okay.
The Marines do not get new equipment. Like anything you see, like if they ever show a commercial and you've never seen that weapon and they got the Marines.
Where is that? What I'm asking is, where is that in politics? Where is that in the bill? When Congress passes a law that says, okay, we're giving this and this many billion to Ukraine, where is it in the bill that says, oh, this is just weapons we should have destroyed, but it's too expensive? I don't see that.
All right, well, here you go. I'm going to give you another one. Where in it did it say it was cash?
I didn't say it was cash.
No, I'm just saying, you said we gave them money, right? That's
I didn't
your
say it
point
was
that you're trying to
cash.
make. Red, money is money. Where in there did it say that we gave them money? No, it said we gave them a value of support. The support was valued at a certain number.
Support? What does that mean?
The support was valued at a certain number. Just like if, Red, here you go. Let's say you came to my house and you fixed my plumbing. That plumbing work that you did is valued at a certain number. Whether I paid you in cash, beer, cigarettes, crack, or some hookers, it wouldn't matter. That's what it was valued at.
That's a bad analogy. That's a horrible analogy because what the fuck do we owe Ukraine?
It's not about what we owe Ukraine. Nobody ever said that we do. See, you can't keep switching the subject. You can't keep changing the topic.
No, you're making a bad analogy because a plumber does work for you. What has Ukraine done for us?
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.
Oh, yeah?
But Real quick though, hold up, real quick. Let me read the comments real quick. Like, Op said, we had okay, I read that one already. He said, it got bad because Trump didn't check his ego and supporters around him. He also said, no, Red, that's resources, not money. And he also said it was 31 billion in weapons that the United sent them.
It was a lot more than that.
Why do you think that? Who told you
there
that?
was several hundred billion listed in packages that were signed by Congress.
Who told you that?
I saw the bills. It listed it in Congress.
Do you want me to look that up for you real quick?
Yeah, I'd like you to look up all the bills that sent money to Ukraine, and we can add it all up and see how much it is. Let's do it.
Well, the funny thing is, when is your start time? Because now we can get real vague. Because you remember that
I was from 2021 to now.
2021 to now?
Yeah, from 2021 to now, we've given a shitload of money to them.
Okay, when did Trump leave office?
January 2021.
Okay. Well, here, I'll look that up for you, and I'll get that for you real quick. Like, actually, I know I got some free hands right now. Look that up for me real quick, like for Red, because my computer keeps doing all this glitching and shit every time I pull up some shit.
How much money did we give Ukraine? That's what I want to know. And even the weapons that we gave them. How come the weapons that we gave to Ukraine ended up on the black market in Africa?
Red, once again, we didn't give them money.
No, I'm talking about the weapons that we gave them.
Yeah, but you said how much money did we give them? That's how you started it off. Your
statement. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then the answer would be $0, right?
Exactly. So I don't understand why you keep saying the money. We didn't give them
money.
We
gave $0 to Ukraine.
We didn't give them money, Red. I keep trying to emphasize that to you. We didn't give them money.
Yes or no? Did we give them $0?
Yes, Red. We didn't give them any money.
Okay. No foreign aid, no State Department benefits, really? None of that.
Red, I think you're thinking about when Trump was in office and he had that perfect call with this guy that's sitting right next to him, and he got impeached for it because he tried to solicit him to investigate his political enemy. I guess with the motherfucker that was running against him, he wanted him to investigate Joe Biden and his son. Yes, that was aid that we sent out then. But pertaining to this war,
so we don't give them any money to build up their infrastructure or anything like that during the war effort?
Red, once again, during this war, we've only sent weapons. We have not sent any cash, any money. And the funny thing is, you can go look that up yourself if you want to. Like, not even trying to be funny. I understand. I know you watch a lot of right wing shit, and I know you on that side.
No,
ain't got no problem with it.
I read the bills, and in the bills it says this is a certain amount of money that is earmarked for Ukraine. It doesn't say this is in weapons or this is in ammo.
It didn't say it was in cash either. It didn't say it was in cash either, did it?
You're right.
It didn't say it was in cash either.
You're right. I agree.
So how can you assume that it's money?
Piles of cash, dude. That's not what I'm saying.
How can you assume that it was money then?
It could have very well been money. It could have been assets. It could have been U.S. bonds. It could have been a whole variety of things. Most of it, as you already admitted before, was free loans in which
I never admitted anything about a loan. Red, you said that.
No, we were giving them free earmarked loans to which they would buy our weapons. So essentially, we were giving them money to buy our weapons.
It sounds like you're making a lot of assumptions.
I mean, that's how it works out in the earmarks. You can read the bills.
Red, what's the name of the bill you want me to look up?
There's several of them. Look up all the bills.
Just give me one. What's the name of one?
Well, the last bill I think was signed in November of last.
No. What's the name of it? What's the name of the bill?
I don't know the exact fucking number, dude. What are you talking about?
You sound like you're very informed about what's going on, so I would hope you would know. But either way, though,
I don't have to know the number of the bill to know that we've been sending billions of dollars over to this country. I mean, it's in the fucking bills.
All right, that's cool. Look, I'm not here. Once again, I said it from the very beginning, and I don't know if it went over your head or you missed it, but I'm not for America sending any type of resources or money, weapons, anything outside of this country when we claim we have such a big deficit.
Okay, so keep that same energy.
Huh?
So keep that same energy
About what?
about not sending shit.
I've been keeping it the whole time. What are you talking about?
Really? So you don't? So you don't think
conflating two different things?
Ukraine deserves anything?
I think that's their problem. They should deal with it.
Okay, we agree on that.
I said that in the very beginning. But we're not in that situation right now. That's the situation that me and you both, I think, would want to happen. The United States leave the rest of the fucking world alone and worry about itself. But that's not the situation we're in.
Here's the difference. You think like we need all these rare earth minerals from Ukraine.
We do.
We really don't, dude. We have...
We do.
No, dude. We really don't. We have allies with much more than Ukraine has. It's not a gold mine like they're making it out to be. Either way, whether we've been sending them cash, gold bars, ammo, weapons, whatever we've been sending Ukraine, don't you think they owe us a little bit?
Owe us for what?
For sending them whatever we've been sending them for 4 years to help them.
Hand-me-downs?
Without our support, Ukraine would not be winning. Ukraine would not be around right now.
Do you think that the United States is the only country that's been sending them stuff? The United States has not been the number one contributor. Yeah. No, the European Union has actually been.
No, but in total, yes, of course. We've been giving them weapon systems to bomb Russian assets.
If we value our stuff more than they value their stuff, you can put a price number on whatever you want. Understand that, Red. You got to understand how capitalism works in America. We can say our tank is worth $300 million. No. You can say your tank that you're about to decommission and throw away and you don't want it no more, you got to destroy it, is worth $300 million when they can get a fucking tank from Europe, France, Lithuania, one of them countries over there, that's worth $100 million. But it's brand fucking new. Like you can't even debate value.
Who cares?
We already know
we're talking about total monetary assets in wartime. And if the United States was to provide Ukraine with absolutely nothing, they would not be winning the war right now.
They're still not winning the war right now.
No, but what I'm saying is the war would be over.
Yeah, I don't think it would be. But either way, here, let's go back to the video because we haven't even got to the worst part.
UK could withstand all that without U.S. weapon systems.
Yeah, I believe they could if they actually put their money and their backbone into it.
But
nobody's
missiles.
Say it again.
With what missiles? We provided them with all their intercontinental missiles.
The thing that I'm saying is if the UK, the United Kingdom, and Europe as a whole, all those countries over there surrounding Russia and right next to them, decided that they didn't want Ukraine to lose their territory, they could actually push a lot of their resources into ending this war real fast. The problem is they've been doing the same thing like the United States is. I'm kicking in 10%, you kick in 10%.
Themselves in the foot because all of them rely on Russian oil.
It doesn't matter. A lot of them can get their shit from Saudi if it came down to it.
You think it's that easy?
It wouldn't be that hard to just say we're going to start buying oil from another group.
All right. I'm just saying there's a lot of infrastructure, a lot of pipelines already connected.
Yeah, they can shut those down. Yeah, you might have to bite a bullet for a little bit, but you can do other things, just like the United States could do other things, like you said, when it comes to the rare minerals, right?
Look at the total defense spending for NATO, the total defense funding for Ukraine. Without the United States, Ukraine would be in a much worse position right now. They owe us something.
Well, I would agree, Red, because if you take anything away from the effort that they already have, yes, it's going to be less than. So, yeah, I agree with you. That's common sense. Right? I don't think that's saying anything. But either way, though, let's go back to it because Op is over here losing his mind, saying, man, I'm finna go to bed if y'all don't go back to the video. Shut up, Op. Either way, though, let's keep going.
One American news, sir.
Well, that's why I like him. One American News does a great job. I like the question. I think it's a very good question. It's a pathway to peace. It's a pathway to getting something solved. And I feel that as the head of this country, I have an obligation to do that. Plus, we're very much involved. We got involved. It's too bad we got involved because there should have been no involvement because there should have been no war. and there shouldn't have been October 7th. That would have never happened. As you know, Iran was broke. They had no money to give to Hezbollah. They had no money to give to Hamas. They were stone cold broke. And then under Biden, they became rich as hell. They went from no money to $300 billion in a period of 4 years. And they
Of their money that we took from them.
gave a lot of that money away, and you see what happened. And that's a real mess also that we hope to be able to solve. But no, I appreciate your question very much. I feel I have an obligation to try and do something to stop the death.
If I can answer, yes, if I can answer, sorry, please.
And I do like your clothing, by the way.
Yeah, really?
Even though I think he's a great guy,
Yeah.
by the way. But I don't know if you two like each other. But you know what? I think
No,
he's
I
dressed. I think he's
like
dressed
this
beautifully.
guy. I don't.
I think he's dressed beautifully.
So I have more serious things than answer on such
Yeah,
questions.
sure, that's
I will
okay.
answer on more
That's
serious
a good
questions
statement.
if I can.
That's good.
Yeah. So please, about security guarantees and about just ceasefire. We can't just speak about ceasefire and speak and speak. It will not work. Just ceasefire will not never work because I'm like a president. I have this experience, and not only me. Ukraine before my presidency from the 2014 Putin.
Did you hear him? You hear him just say that? He said ceasefire will never work.
25.
You have to let him finish his statement, Red. But I'll rewind it back again, and let's hear his entire statement before you just grab one part of it.
And about just ceasefire. We can't just speak about ceasefire and speak and speak. It will not work. Just ceasefire will not never work because I'm like a president. I have this experience, and not only me. Ukraine before my presidency from the 2014 Putin broken 25 times. 25 times he broken his own signature. 25 times he broken ceasefire.
But he never broke to me. He never broke to me.
No, you were the president.
You happy that we let him talk a little bit more, Red?
He's saying what he said is he broke the ceasefire 25 times in 2014.
No, not 25 times in 2014, Red.
Okay, then show me the 25 times.
Red, listen to what this president is saying. He didn't say he broke the ceasefire 25 times in
He
2014. He didn't say that.
From 25 times he broke the
Did you just
ceasefire.
hear, Red, did you just hear the last part that he said to Trump? He said he broke the ceasefire when Trump was in office.
When?
Was Trump in office? When was Trump in office?
I'm asking you, when did he break the ceasefire?
He's
During
telling
Trump.
you. Listen to him. He's telling you. That's why I say stop
I'm
speaking
saying,
on something
I don't
before he
think that's
finishes. Okay, you cannot believe whatever you want.
I'd like
You
to
believe
see
this president?
when that was the case.
Red, look it up then. Damn, look it up.
Well, I could look it up, but why are you taking this man's word?
Why are you taking Trump's?
I'm not taking Trump's word.
You already did.
How?
Let him play the video. Let him talk.
Ukraine before my presidency from the 2014 Putin broken 25 times. 25 times he broken his own signature. 25 times he broken ceasefire.
But he never broke to me. He never broke to me.
No, you were the president. You were the president during.
He never broke to me.
In 2016, you've been the president, Mr. President. You've been the president, but he had, of course, not with you, but he had during those periods. He had conversations with our side.
See, he just
And we
said,
had Normandy
"Sports, not with
format.
you, but during those periods."
He didn't break and ceasefire with Trump.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Red, Trump has never negotiated a ceasefire. He's saying that the ceasefire that they had an agreement with, whether it was under any other president that tried to
Yeah,
intervene,
because they were
whether it
bad
was between
democratic agreements.
whether it was between their country at all, he's saying that the ceasefires that Ukraine and Russia agreed on, Trump broke them 25 times. It doesn't
No,
matter
he's
what
not
the
saying
other
Trump
country.
broke them.
I'm not saying he's not saying Trump either.
That's what you said. I think you misspoke.
No, I didn't say Trump. I'm saying even when Trump was in office during a time when the ceasefire was done, Trump didn't have nothing to do with it. Do you not
Exactly.
say this has nothing? Once again, we're not. You trying? Here you go. I want you to understand where we're coming from. You started off by
Well,
trying to say
this
that
is what I hope Zelensky could understand.
Zelensky's not blaming Trump.
He is. He's trying to. He's saying you were the
No, he's
president.
not. No, he's not. He's saying why a ceasefire wouldn't work is because Trump keeps, not Trump, but
No,
Putin keeps
but
violating the ceasefires.
Zelensky is trying to say what kind of would he like a ceasefire doesn't work because historically when the U.S. negotiated ceasefires, it didn't work.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said, Red.
That's what he's trying to say.
That
He's
is-
saying
that is-
he's
no,
saying
it's
a
not.
ceasefire will never work because Russia breaks ceasefires historically.
That's what he's saying. Yes, that
Yes,
part.
I understand that.
It has
And
nothing to do with the United States.
the point that Trump is trying to make is that those ceasefire
Trump ain't
agreements were
talking.
made.
Trump ain't talking right now. So I don't know
Well,
how you say Trump's trying to make a point.
Our foreign policy stance is that
Trump
that is
isn't
the case.
talking. Trump
Okay.
wasn't talking. So how you gonna say
Well,
what
play the
Trump was
video.
trying to say and Trump didn't speak? We'll let Trump push back and say what he want to say when he want to say it. But Trump didn't say a goddamn thing. So how you gonna say what Trump was trying to say? Trump wasn't talking.
I was speaking of the whole thing I watched.
Well, guess what? We're gonna keep watching and see if these assumptions are true.
This experience, and not only me, Ukraine before my presidency from the 2014, Putin broken 25 times. 25 times he broken his own signature. 25 times he broken ceasefire.
But he never broke to me. He never broke to me.
No, you were the president.
He
You
never
were the
broke-
president
he
during.
never broke to me.
In 2016, you've been the president, Mr. President. You've been the president, but he had, of course, not with you, but he had during those periods, he had conversations with our side. And we had Normandy format, the France, Germany, Ukraine, and Russia. And he broken 25 times. That's why we will never accept just ceasefire. It will not work without security guarantees. Security guarantees, maybe President is right about this document and other, but this document is not enough. Strong army is enough because his soldiers afraid, Putin's soldiers afraid of our soldiers when we're strong enough. If we are not strong enough, if we are empty, if our storage is empty, we can't defend our land. Today, he knows that we have all the world knows that we have meeting. Yes, why he's using ballistic? Putin today using ballistic on our hospitals, schools, and etc. Ballistic. So he knows that we are here and that President Trump is really have goodwill to stop this war. And you hear now the president. So why he's using? So he doesn't want to stop. He doesn't want. But I hope that we will do it. Really, we'll do it. Security.
Now, I hope you understand the complexity of what's going on right now, and it's pretty simple. He's saying that multiple times we came to an agreement. Even Putin has signed the agreement that we're going to stop fighting. We're ceasefire. We're going to ceasefire, and he keeps breaking it. He's saying that just to get an agreement of a ceasefire means nothing because he's shown the history of breaking it multiple times. We need actual security. We need boots on the ground that will deter them from breaking the ceasefire. That's what he's asking for. You do get that, Red. That's what he's asking for.
Yeah, I think everybody understands that. The problem is Zelensky doesn't understand that, and that's why Trump's saying you don't have the fucking cards right now.
We haven't even got to that point. But first off, Red, how do you think Zelensky is the one that's putting that point out there? He says just having an agreement on a ceasefire is not going to work. He's explaining that situation himself.
Because, well, guess what? Those agreements were made with other presidents. This is like I said before, this is a new kind of foreign policy.
He also acknowledged that Trump was the president when Putin broke a ceasefire before.
Yeah, and he also acknowledged that those ceasefires weren't made under Trump.
Yeah, but he broke it under Trump.
Okay, but he never broke anything that was made by Trump.
Ain't never made nothing. Just like most American presidents haven't made any they have not negotiated no goddamn deals for them. What are you talking about?
Well, there was the Minsk Accords that Zelensky backed out of at the last minute at the word of Boris Johnson.
Name one deal that the United States has made in favor of Ukraine to have a ceasefire with Russia. Name one.
Well, there hasn't been because the State
Exactly. So what the
Department
fuck are
wants
you
a
talking
war with
about?
Russia.
That's where I'm getting a little irritated because I'm saying like they ain't broke it under Trump. No U.S. president has made an agreement to start a ceasefire. So what are you saying? That's like you're not saying anything.
Well,
You act like Trump
he's
has
not
done
just
something
talking
different.
about ceasefires in the colloquial sense. He's talking about
They're talking about
security
ceasefire.
security
No, they're talking about
agreements.
ceasefire. No, they're talking about
No,
ceasefire.
what Zelensky was talking about, Zelensky was not talking about just ceasefires. He was talking about all the security reassurances that the U.S. have given.
No, no,
Yes, he was. He wasn't just talking about
no.
ceasefires because he said there were ceasefires in 2014. What was the ceasefire?
Zelensky is saying there's no point of a ceasefire if we don't have security agreements because of Russia has habitually broken the ceasefire agreement.
They have broken security agreements, not
No, they
necessarily
have broken.
ceasefires.
He literally said ceasefire.
He's talking about all of them.
Yeah.
When we speak about security guarantees, when the Europeans are ready for contingents, they need USA backstops. If there will not be United States, we will not never have any contingents, strong contingents from the Europeans, because they don't want to divide alliance connection between the United States as the main and strongest ally and Europeans. And this is crucial, this is important. That's what we want to speak about very much. This is very important. And air defense. So air defense, really, we have big deficit with all these systems, and we need to provide this. We need it very much. Otherwise, Putin will never stop, and will go further and further. He doesn't want. He hates us. You know, it's not about me. He hates Ukrainians. He thinks that we are not a nation. He thinks, and he shared these thoughts. I think maybe with your team also. I don't know, but with all the Europeans, in media, officially and not, he always said that there is no such country, such nation, such language, and such life like Ukrainian. No, he really doesn't respect all the Ukrainians, and he wants to destroy us. And you are right, Mr. President. That's 2%. This document, maybe other documents, it's a very good start, very good, but it will not enough to stop this person.
Should Russia pay to rebuild Ukraine?
Mr. President, under these
Should Russia pay to rebuild Ukraine?
They have to pay.
This question,
This is the rule. This is the rule of the war. This is the rule of the war. During all the centuries, all the history, this is the rule of the war. Who began, those pay. This is the rule. Putin began
He's
this war.
capping.
He has to
He's
pay
capping, bro.
all money.
Please elaborate.
He's saying, "Oh, Putin invaded us. Putin wants to destroy us." Yeah, I'm sure Putin, who's been in charge for 20 years, all he wants is just to destroy Ukraine. No, he has valid security interests of the nation, and we're not going to be building biolabs and missile silos on its border.
So that gives you the right to invade other countries?
I mean, we did it to Cuba.
That doesn't even make no sense, Red.
But what I'm saying is it's consistent with what our foreign policy is. Yes, it is. Absolutely.
You said
Russia.
You said on our border, right? Russia has somebody on their border that's possibly might be doing this and doing that. Ukraine gave up their nuclear weapons a long time ago for security.
We're not talking about nuclear weapons.
That's what you said.
When did I say nuclear weapons?
You just said it a second ago. You said it in your little speech right there.
When?
That's a second ago. You just said it like right before I said something.
All right, well, let's pretend I didn't. Okay. Cuba was making a military alliance with Russia, and they were stationing intercontinental ballistic missiles in Cuba, provided for by Russia. We subsequently enacted the Bay of Pigs invasion onto Cuban soil in an attempt to kill Fidel Castro. Which is exactly what Putin's doing now by invading.
And once again, that was wrong.
Oh, you think the Bay of Pigs invasion was wrong?
Yes.
Okay, I agree with you. Well, at least the way it was staged was wrong.
No,
It was a disaster.
No, period. Leave other folks the fuck alone.
So you don't think we should have interfered with Cuba, even though they were putting Russian missiles pointing right at us?
See, this is the issue that we're gonna have. Are you for America getting out of the rest of the world and focusing on itself, or are you still for America fucking with everybody else?
I'm for avoiding wars at all costs.
Okay, then stay the fuck away from other people, right?
Well, no, that involves everybody respecting our national security interests. Our national security interests don't include Russian missiles in fucking Cuba.
Now, see, I think we have an issue right here. I think you have the idea that America is the main character in this world.
No. America is a superpower, but it's not the main character.
Red, think about this. Your same logic can be used with other countries towards America.
No, I'm saying our foreign policy, which we hold our foreign policy to this standard, and we're saying Vladimir Putin is evil. He's invading Russia because he's evil and he wants to destroy Ukraine. No, he's invading Ukraine for the same reason we invaded Cuba.
And he's wrong.
Just like we were wrong.
Exactly.
That's your position. I think we were both right.
Red, you are Caucasian, ain't you?
No, I'm a Yakubian experiment.
Yeah, man. Like, you like that raping and pillaging and taking other people's shit. You like that stealing shit. I think it's in your DNA.
No. This isn't about doing that. This is like.
Yes, it is.
No, this is about national security interests.
No, it's not. No. You can call it whatever you want. It's all about white people being nosy with what other people are doing.
No, it's about Russians being nosy. And putting. Dude, no, we were okay. This is a perfect example of white people being nosy. Okay, white people were, well, I guess Ukrainians are white too, but
yeah, all of them. It's white on white violence. That's a white on white war going on right now.
Yeah, but they're Slavic. I'm talking about
a white on white war going on right now.
Okay, but you know what kind of white people I'm talking about? I'm talking about like the American elite.
They all white. You can try to put it in different categories that white people came up with.
I'm talking about the Americans. I'm talking about the Americans.
They all white.
And the Europeans, the Western Europeans.
They all white, but keep going.
Jesus Christ, you derail me so much. This is
keeping it real. We ain't finna make no distinctions between white folks. They white. If an African came over here to America right now, you gonna call them black. They white.
The point is, we have valid national security interests, white people. Well, Russia does at least.
No, they don't.
And white people were being nosy. We were talking about Ukraine joining NATO. We convinced them to not sign the peace accords. We were creating biolabs in Ukraine on Russia's border, and we were being too nosy. And Russia's like, "No, I'm not dealing with nosy neighbors. Fuck off."
I've already agreed to that.
Okay, well that was my point.
Yeah, it's still wrong.
But you already agreed to it.
No, I'm saying them invading Ukraine just like we invaded Cuba, like you said, they were both wrong.
Why? Why is that wrong?
You're going in somewhere because you're spooked and you're gonna start killing people. But
because you're spooked. No. It's not because you're spooked. It's because you have a national security interest.
You're spooked.
I mean, if that's what you want to call it.
That's what it is. They didn't do anything. What did they do to them?
Okay, so let's say the cartel.
They were being spooked.
Let's say your next door neighbor is involved with the cartels, and the cartels want you dead, and he makes a deal with the cartels.
Why would they want me dead? Why would they want me dead?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Exactly. Why? Yeah. Explain that first before you try to go into your whole scenario.
Well, it is a good question. Why does America want Russia dead?
America doesn't want Russia dead.
We obviously do. Have you heard congressmen, whether it's Democrats or Republicans, the way they talk
They
about
want
Russia?
Putin out of power. They want Putin out of power because he's a dictator.
Okay, and Zelensky isn't?
No.
Zelensky is not a dictator?
He was elected. There's never been any conversation about their elections
Putin's
being
elected.
fraudful. Huh?
Putin's elected.
Yeah, but we know that their elections are fraudulent.
How do we know? How do we know Ukrainian elections are fraudulent?
The United States actually runs international. Forget what it's called. It's not the espionage that we do, but we have spies all around the world, Red, and we actually know how countries run their things.
So how do we know? How do we know that Ukraine is a democracy?
Hold on, Red. I'll let you ask that. There has never been any information that's ever been presented to the public at all that Ukraine is running fraudulent elections. We've only
Really?
seen that
Have you ever heard of the Pandora Papers?
Hit me with it. What you got?
You've never heard of the Pandora Papers?
Hit me with it. What you got?
Okay, so this is like a WikiLeaks type document that exposed a lot of banking schemes that were going on behind closed doors, and they found out that Zelensky, upon re-election, he was gaining, or upon election, sorry, he was funneling millions and millions of dollars into offshore accounts, which accelerated billions after the Ukraine war started. So this guy's been filling his pockets this entire time. Ukraine.
Well, guess what, Red? Guess what you just said? Nothing about an election.
What I'm saying is,
no, you just said fraud when we were talking about an election.
What I'm saying is, he was chosen. He was chosen for the election. He was given the election by special interest groups in the West. He was installed by us, just like we install leaders in the Middle East and in South America.
And his people voted for him. Where can you find any election fraud or any type of
his people voted
elections?
for him because the people that were voting against him were being bombed.
Did he steal an election, Red?
I never said he stole an election.
He wasn't duly elected, motherfucker. That's your whole point. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm saying no. I'm saying he wasn't duly elected. That doesn't mean he stole an election. I'm saying he was installed as a Western puppet.
Hey, look, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You say the elections were like he ain't no duly elected president. Like, come on, man. Like,
Dude,
you just saying shit now.
Do you really think the U.S. doesn't influence all of the elections?
I don't care about that, Red, because I'm not gonna keep letting you change the goddamn subject.
This is the subject. The U.S. influences other elections.
Red, you made a statement, and your statement once again doesn't hold any water.
What was my statement?
Your statement was that he's not a duly elected president.
He's not, because we backed him.
What's that have to do with anything? The United States backs a lot of people around the world.
Yeah, and we backed, and everyone we backed.
Okay, then Trump's not a duly elected president then. How about that? Trump's not a duly elected. Because Russia backed his ass. The UK backed his ass. France backed his ass. A lot of motherfuckers back presidents. What are you talking about? Other countries.
Trump? What are you talking about?
A lot of countries back presidents. Every president that we have ever had has had some outside influence from other countries that back the president, the candidate that they wanted. So if that's the case with your logic,
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about influence.
No, Red. Hold on, Red. If that's your logic, then no U.S. president is a legit president because they had outside backing
you're trying to
from other countries.
Around the topic.
No, I'm taking your words for what you said. I'm taking your words for what
you're trying to skirt around the topic, which is the fact that the United States has been influencing elections in other countries. Why can't you admit
the same thing?
We know.
I never denied that.
Okay, so why can't you admit that we did that to Ukraine?
I'm not saying that we didn't, but that does not make him an unduly elected president.
Well, it does. If the United States backs him and convicts him to sign out of a peace accord,
all our presidents are I think,
of course they are.
What the fuck are you saying? If every president around the world, every ambassador, whatever the fuck, has outside interference, then none of them are duly elected, then what the fuck is it bringing up that for?
Well, not every president has the outside.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, it does, because every other country that has power tries to influence the leaders.
They have a degree of influence, but the amount.
None of them are duly elected. None of them are duly elected then.
Sure, that's what you want to say. But what I'm saying is Ukraine is not a stable EU kind of state. It's open to influence. It's the most corrupt nation.
The United States is too.
Sure.
So what are you saying then?
I'm saying Ukraine.
You're fucking saying nothing.
I'm saying Ukraine is a money laundering operation. It's a corrupt
The
state.
United States is too, Rare.
Okay. So what?
So are you gonna demonize the United States as much as you're trying to demonize Ukraine?
Yes. All I'm saying is,
I haven't heard you do
Ukraine.
it. Do it right
Ukraine
now.
is doing horrible things. Ukraine is
Do it right
corrupt. Hold on. Ukraine is corrupt, and the United States is corrupt. But my point is, I don't want my tax-paying money to go to Ukraine. I'd rather have it go to a corrupt ass.
Hey, what state you stay in, Red?
Michigan.
Michigan. I don't want my taxpayer dollars going up there to fund Michigan schools no more, because y'all coming out there.
Well, I mean, we got all the fresh water, so watch your mouth.
Look, we gonna keep playing this. Yeah, y'all water about to be corrupted by them cart.
For innovation, he has to pay. Of course, some Russian assets what we have in Europe, about 300 billion. We can use them. We can use for innovation and buy military support from the United States also. We can do it, but it's not enough. It's not enough.
Under these circumstances, do you envision a trilateral summit with Putin and President Zelensky?
Wait, 1 second.
I asked this question that you didn't like because I wanted to know if you want to position yourself in the middle between Russia and Ukraine, or on the Ukraine side.
No, I'm in the middle. I want to solve this thing. I'm for both. I want to get it solved, and it's wonderful to speak badly about somebody else, but I want to get it solved. If we can solve it, great. If we can't solve it, they're going to have to fight it out, and who knows what's going to happen. But I want to see it get solved.
May I follow up? One more question about U.S. troops in Europe. After Russian invasion of Ukraine, your predecessor sent additional troops to Eastern Europe, including Poland, my country.
Yeah.
Are you committed to keeping these troops on the eastern flank of NATO in the future?
I'm very committed to Poland. I think Poland has really stepped up and done a great job for NATO. They, as you know, they paid more than they had to. They are one of the finest groups of people I've ever known. I'm very committed to Poland.
What about Baltics?
Poland's in a tough neighborhood, you know.
What about the Baltics?
The Baltics.
Poland in a tough neighborhood surrounded by nothing but white folks.
They got a lot of.
It's surrounded by a lot of crazy white
We're
folks.
going to be very committed, and we're committed to NATO. But NATO has to step up, and the Europeans have to step up more than they have. And I want to see them equalize, because they are in for far less than we're in, and they should be at least equal. You understand that? Why is the United States, we have an ocean in between, why is the United States in for so much more money and other things as Europe? With that being said, and as you said, they've also been obviously very helpful, but we have put in far more than they have, and I think they should equalize.
Mr. President,
Please go ahead.
About the agreement again today, what changed between the first time that Secretary Bessent gave President Zelensky the agreement and today for the signing?
We made a deal. So
What was the
I'm just,
deciding factor?
I'm a business person. We made a deal. That's what changed.
Mr. President,
I didn't think we were going to make a deal, and we ended up making the deal, so that changed.
Mr. President, what and how do you envision a trilateral summit with President Zelensky and Putin?
I don't know, but
these
well, they
circumstances?
don't like each other. I can tell you that. Okay? They do not like each other. This is not a love match, and it's unfortunate. That's why you're in this situation. The United States should not have allowed this to happen. Okay? The United States, run by a man that didn't know much. I'm going to be very nice. Run by an incompetent person, very incompetent person, should never have allowed this to happen. I've stopped wars. I've stopped many wars. My people will tell you, I stopped wars that nobody ever heard about. I stopped wars before they ever started.
Hold on.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
I'll let it keep going.
You can look at some of I could give you a lot of nations that would tell you right now they were probably going to war. I could tell you right now there's a nation.
This the same dude that wanted to cut a deal with the Saudis and let them motherfuckers go to another country, chop a fucking reporter
Listen,
up and put him in
stop
a
being
fucking.
immature. I want you to guess what country he's talking about.
I don't give a fuck. I just know he's full of shit. That's where I'm standing, Red. He's full of shit.
Well, don't you know about the Abraham Accords?
This man was the president when a U.S. reporter that was foreign to another country, but he became a U.S. citizen, got chopped the fuck up and put in a suitcase in a U.S. embassy.
What the fuck does that have to do with my question?
This man ain't stopping no goddamn wars, man. All he is a fucking shit talker.
About the Abraham Accords. Do you know
This
about?
man scared of birds. This man scared of birds, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Do you know what conflicts are popping off in the world right now?
Dude, this conflict's gonna always pop off. He ain't stopping none of that. You think
But
this man got power like
the
that?
conflicts that haven't happened?
You think this man got power like that?
I think there's conflicts that have been stopped from just the fact that he's taken power. Yeah.
No, Red, no. He ain't even stopping Putin from fucking keep on bombing these motherfuckers. Zelensky just told you Putin's still bombing them bitches today. He know this man sitting in the White House right now with President Trump, and this nigga still bombing their ass. They still bombing them on that day. What are you talking about? Trump ain't stopping shit.
You know why they're still bombing him? Because Zelensky won't agree to a ceasefire.
Dude, you need to stop with that bullshit, but I'm gonna just keep playing the video because we already covered the ceasefire part.
Thinking about going to war on something that nobody in this room has ever even heard about. Two smaller nations, but big, still big. And I think I've stopped it. But this should have never happened.
Sorry, just a second. About any negotiations. First of all, I want really to tell you, and I think that everybody understands that modern Ukrainians, nobody wants to stop this war. But at the future, any negotiations, it's understandable that two sides of the war, not Russia and the United States, because this is not the war between Russia and the United States. This is war of Russia against Ukraine.
Yes, it is.
Ukrainian people. So these two sides will be at the will be at the negotiation table. Then of course United States, like the strongest partner of the Ukraine, and of course Europe. I think Europe is very important. I want to speak about it with the president. Yes, Europe is very important for us because we really defend Europe for today. All Europeans really recognize that we are defending the line, and they have real life, and our people are dying. That's why they helped us. And also, it's about the NATO. Yes, like the president said, you have big, nice ocean. Yes, between us. But if we will not stay, Russia will go further to Baltics and to Poland, by the way. But first to the Baltics. It's understandable for them because they've been in the USSR. You know, they've been one of the republics of the USSR, and Putin wants to bring them back to his empire. It's a fact. And when he will go there, if we will not stay, you will fight. Your American soldiers, it doesn't matter, do you have ocean or not, your soldiers will fight.
Mr. President, would you be willing to visit Ukraine, maybe Kyiv or Odessa, which is going to be at the river or Black Sea?
It was my question.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about Odessa now. Let's not talk about Odessa. I want to talk about making a deal, getting peace. We don't have to talk about Odessa, but a lot of cities have been destroyed. A lot of cities that are not recognizable. There's not a building standing.
No.
And a lot of things
Mr. President, you have to come and to look. No. We have very good cities. Yes, a lot of things have been destroyed, but mostly cities alive, and people work, and children go to school. Sometimes it's very difficult. Sometimes closer to front line, children have to go to underground schools or online, but we live. Ukraine is fighting and Ukraine lives. This is very important. And maybe it's Putin is sharing this information that he destroyed us. No, he lost 700,000 people, 700,000 soldiers he lost everything. Yes. So,
Mr. President,
How much would he lose?
Say that again, Red.
I said, and how much did they lose?
They've lost a lot.
Well, see, Zelensky's in a tough position right now, and I kind of feel bad for him because Trump is
Damn, you been
saying,
watching that right wing media?
well, no,
Go ahead, hit me with it. Hit me with it. Go ahead.
Trump is saying, like, hey, Ukraine has suffered some major defeats, and Zelensky can't say that because...
Nah, he didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Well, the
Stop putting
implication...
words in his mouth, man. Stop putting words in his mouth. Just say what he said.
What Trump was saying is that, you know, Ukraine is kind of getting their ass.
No. He pretty much said that he destroyed all their cities, and he reiterated, no, we have cities.
They destroyed all their cities. Come on, stop.
That's what he emphasized. And that's why Zelensky stepped in and said, no, we have. You know what emphasize means. You know what emphasize means.
I don't think he emphasized the point that he destroyed all their cities. But
right, what I'm saying one more time. No. Let me say it.
Zelensky is in a tough position because he knows that a lot of his country has been destroyed, and Trump is kind of right. But he can't admit that because, as you know, when you're in wartime, it's all about morale. You got to keep the morale high. You got to say you're fighting to the very end, and we're winning the war, and you can't accept any kind of defeat like that, especially on camera.
All right, here, I'm gonna give you a good one, Red. I'm gonna give you a good situation of what's going on right now. Hey, let's say I'm worth $100 million, right? And I get robbed. They robbed me of probably about 75 million, right? 75 million. But you're the guy that can come in and fix it. You can figure out who fuck stole my shit and get my shit back. But for me to get my shit back, you're gonna take 50 million of it.
What?
That's what Trump is doing. He's strong
arming
for his shit. That's what he's doing. He's trying to strong arm him.
It's not just us in Ukraine. It's us and all of Europe.
No, Rick. Go to my scenario that I gave you. Go to the scenario that I gave you.
Let me give you a better.
No, Red. Go with the scenario that I gave you.
Your analogy sucks because it's not just us.
I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if you don't like it. Go to my analogy that I gave you. I'm worth $100 million. Somebody stole 75 of my $1 million. Now you said you're gonna come in and help me get my money back, but you're gonna take 50 million. Is that not what's going on right now?
Absolutely not.
Okay, tell me why not.
Because this is more like Europe. You're not including Europe in this game.
I'm just talking about this agreement between these two. I'm not bringing in anybody else into the situation. I'm not bringing nobody else into the situation. I'm just talking about between these two. Red.
It's not just these two.
Oh Jesus!
So this is more like
your president sucks.
This is more like when we were kids, and it was a pain in the ass to get weed, and we were like, "All right, we're gonna throw down. We're gonna throw down on a."
Jesus Christ!
All right, so you and your friends.
No.
You're like, all right, we're going to throw down on a bag. We're going to smoke some weed. You throw $10 on a bag. Everyone else throws $1. And so you buy two grams of weed and you pack 2 blunts. And everyone else is smoking equally. You're not smoking as much, even though you paid for half of the blunt. That's what NATO is. That's what NATO is. That's what the Ukraine war effort is.
Why do you believe that?
Because we're supplying Ukraine with all the
weapons. Why do you believe that though? Have you looked that up?
Yes, I've been watching it extensively this whole time. We have been supplying Ukraine with their missile weapon systems.
So they've
been using U.S. GPS, they've been using U.S. radar, U.S. artillery this whole time.
And see, you got somebody that agrees with you. Marcus said, bro, Zelensky made himself look bad and his country look bad and weak, ungrateful, and entitled. Yeah, I think Marcus is stupid too. But I told him to come around tonight for this shit.
My only critique is that I wish he kept the same energy with Bibi Netanyahu.
Who? Trump?
Yeah.
Not even gonna argue with you. I'm gonna let it keep playing though. Marcus, the link is in the chat for you.
We have very good cities. Yes, a lot of things been destroyed, but mostly cities alive, and people work, and children go to school. Sometimes it's very difficult. Sometimes closer to front line, children have to go to underground schools or online, but we live. Ukraine is fighting and Ukraine lives. This is very important. And maybe it's Putin is sharing this information that he destroyed us. No, he lost 7.
Hey, Marcus, I'm being honest with you. It wasn't sign language. That was a direct statement. I think any of y'all that support Trump are stupid. That's not sign language. I really mean that.
100,000 people, 700,000 soldiers. He lost everything. Yes. So,
Mr. President, one more. I mentioned Poland.
Please, go ahead.
When did you last speak with President Putin, and what did he say that?
A couple of days ago.
And what did he tell you that gave you the assurance that he wanted peace?
Well, that's what I do. My whole life is deals. I know pretty good, and I
hell yeah, I paid this stripper a couple of dollars. This porn star a couple of dollars so she don't, tell my wife I'm smashing her.
I've known him for a long time. I've dealt with him for a long time. He had to suffer through the Russia hoax. Russia was a hoax. It was all Biden. It was nothing to do with him. So he had to suffer through that, and he was able.
Now y'all here go this Putin. He topping Putin off right here, y'all. I want to make sure everybody understand what's going on right now.
Yeah, I agree. This is kind of cap because I'm sure Putin has been through a lot worse than American media.
I don't give a fuck about what Putin been through at all. He topping this motherfucker off. We just gonna make sure everybody understands.
Well, Putin is winning the war.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. He ain't talking about the war when he say this shit right here.
It's a position building sports, and that's the position you have to negotiate diplomacy from.
It ain't. No, it ain't. Because guess what? If that's the case, then why the fuck he call fucking Zelensky a dictator?
Because he is.
Okay, then why did he say Zelensky started the war?
Because he kind of did by backing out of the Minsk Accords.
Oh my God, man, this is fuck. Man, look, hold on.
Yeah, this shit crazy, bro. This shit wild. You saw that shit?
Yeah, I know it's crazy. You don't know about the Minsk Accords. You don't know about the State Department and Victoria Nuland or Boris Johnson or any of that. You don't know about this entire lead up.
How do you figure?
Well, how do you figure?
I know more about the federal government and what the fuck we do and what the fuck's going on around the world than you do, man.
Okay. So what led up to this war then?
The United States was actually there were talks, especially with the European Union, of bringing in Ukraine to NATO. Am I wrong?
Okay, that wasn't it though.
Yes, that was the linchpin in the whole thing. Man.
It was one of them. Yeah.
That was the major linchpin in the whole damn thing. What are you talking about?
Well, no, even beyond them joining NATO, we were putting missiles in their territory and building bioweapons.
Okay, guess what? Once again, back to the statement that we made before. The United States needs to get the fuck out of other people's business, right?
Facts.
Okay, then. Once again, still though, Russia started this shit.
No, we started it because we didn't mind our fucking business.
I'm talking about Russia started it when it pertains between Russia and Ukraine. Russia started it.
We started it because
I said between Russia and Ukraine. Nobody
but it wasn't between Russia and Ukraine. We used Ukraine to poke the bear.
I said red. How about you go over there and fight? Go over there and fight since you know so much.
Now, how about you? You got experience.
He's not talking about me. That's Op talking. Op wasn't in the military. I was the one that was in the military. Marcus might want to go over there and fight. Marcus might want to go over there. He'll lay his life on the line for some bullshit. I'm pretty sure he will, because he believes in this bullshit. Either way, though, let's keep on.
Well, dude, it's not a dignified war. It's not like a glorious war. It's a war where you just get hunted down by drones.
It'd be the only glorious war would be if you was on the Ukrainian side fighting against Russia. Just like the only glorious
war is hell, dude. I said war is hell, dude.
How would you know?
Well, I've seen a lot of videos, and I see a
I
lot.
don't give a fuck. Look,
I
look,
see a
man.
lot of people on both sides deleting themselves as drones.
Red, don't nobody care about that. Until you in it, you can't talk about it, man. Stop doing that shit. Yeah, I don't like people that
All
in the
right.
reserve.
Until you play a professional NBA basketball game, you can't talk about it.
I've actually played semi-pro.
Have you played in the finals?
I haven't played in the NBA, but I played
Oh,
semi-pro.
well, you can't talk about it then.
Okay, then well, Red, then you might want to stop talking about a lot of things. I'm just throwing that out there for you. Just throwing it out there for you.
Go
I
on.
got a higher level. I
Go
got a
on.
higher level of knowledge on this
Okay.
topic and a lot of other things than you do. So I don't know what the fuck that was. But either way, though, back to the video.
Mr. President, one more. I mentioned Poland.
Please, go ahead.
When did you last speak with President Putin, and what did he say that?
A couple of days ago.
And what did he tell you that gave you the assurance that he wanted peace?
Well, that's what I do. My whole life is deals. I know pretty good, and I've known him for a long time. I've dealt with him for a long time. He had to suffer through the Russia hoax. You know, Russia was a hoax. It was all Biden. It was nothing to do with him. So he had to suffer through that, and he was able to do that. I think that he wants to make a deal, and he'd like to see it end. That's all I do. That's what I do. My whole life, that's what I do, is make deals. And I'm in the middle of a mess, because this is a real mess. It's a very dangerous one. If this doesn't get solved now, it's not going to get solved for a long time. So I hope we're going to get it solved. In the back, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Prime Minister Starmer claimed repeatedly that his government believes in free speech and was not engaged in censorship. But his country's government arrests people for memes and thought crimes, and even more worrisome is pressuring American companies to censor Americans on its behalf. How can he be a reliable, trustworthy partner when he says things that are demonstrably false on such an important topic?
Well, we actually spoke to him about that yesterday, and we thought they took it very, very much too far. JD was very strong on it. So was I. So was Marco. And we've been speaking to him about it. Marco, would you like to say something about that?
Yeah, we have concerns, obviously, with the conduct of those, particularly as it impacts Americans. And there's real concern that American speech, which is online, could fall into the hands of British or any country's jurisdiction. And so this is a point the Vice President made at Munich, and I think it's a very compelling one, that what unites us with Europe, as much as anything else, is these shared values, and one of them being free speech. And so if Americans are threatened by it, we're going to need to take action in that regard.
Mr. President. It's actually a very important question.
We spoke about this in detail with the Prime Minister, the Foreign Secretary, and others at lunch yesterday. And I know that Secretary of Commerce Lutnick followed up in private meetings last night. This is really important. We believe Americans have the right to speak their mind, even if we in this room disagree with them. They have the right to speak their mind in the public square, which is often online these days. And we're going to defend that right as it pertains to American companies and American citizens vigorously if we have to. I do think that under the President's leadership, we're going to find common ground with our friends in the UK on this question, but it remains to be seen. The principle that will guide us is we believe in free speech in this country, and we'll fight for it for American citizens.
Shut your pussy ass up, dude. Like, look, okay. Look, I want y'all to understand his argument. We in America believe in free speech, even though, you know, his side likes to stop speech, and they say that people on the left like to stop it too. And I would agree. Both of them like to censor speech. Fuck, you gonna go to another country and tell them what the fuck they supposed to do? Y'all answer that question. This is how Americans feel like their speech should be allowed in other countries. They don't operate under the same rules that we operate. And that goes to the same point that I'm saying. Hold up, Red. Hold up, Red. That goes to the same point that I've been saying. The United States wants to tell everybody else around the world what the fuck they should and shouldn't be doing. And they wonder why when we leave, if any of y'all ever leave this country and go somewhere else, don't be surprised that other people don't like Americans. Don't be surprised. Because America does this shit and says it sitting in the Oval Office like nothing's wrong. I can come to your motherfucking house and tell you how to run your house, because in my house, this is what I do. America need to learn how to shut the fuck up.
I agree. America does need to learn how to mind its own business. But in this case, we are providing the defense budget for all of these European countries, including the UK.
Then stop doing it.
You're right. We didn't stop doing it. We've been doing it since World War II.
No, I'm saying then stop doing it.
We should stop doing it.
You're not going to go. I don't care how much money you pay somebody. You're not going to run their country. And that's what America thinks they're going to do. They take our taxpayer dollars and try to influence pretty much, AKA bribe other countries.
Right. Well, they're trying to extend an olive branch here and saying, listen, if we're
trying to extend an olive branch,
they are.
They're trying to bribe. So they're trying to bribe somebody, man.
What are they bribing? They're bribing free speech? What are you talking about, dude? What they're saying is,
free speech. If one country does not want to allow,
continue the defense budget of Europe, which we've been doing this whole time.
We do.
Yes, we do. We've been paying for like 75% of NATO this whole time.
Jesus Christ.
And in this process,
why do you believe that?
We have the right. Look at the numbers, dude. We have the right
for you. I'm gonna shit on you. You said 75%, right?
Yeah, pick a year. Pick a year.
All right. Keep going. Keep going on your little spiel.
But we have the right to say we can have free speech, and if we're going to be saving your ass, basically, paying your defense budget so you can have your health care and all this other stuff you pay for, your education and whatnot, you should abide by our principles, like free speech.
This shit is crazy. You say 75%, right? Who the fuck told you that?
Look at the total defense budget of NATO.
No. I'm asking you, Red. Who told you that?
I looked at the total defense budget of NATO, not per capita, not per GDP,
I'm cool with that.
but the total defense budget. It's been overwhelmingly, at least, it hovers around 3/4 to 2/3 United States.
Okay. Oh, really? Well, let me show you something real quick, like, cause you can Google this fucking shit. I don't know why the fuck y'all keep believing what motherfuckers say to y'all. The 3 biggest contributors.
What are those
this
percentages? Click on it. What are those percentages? That's per capita, per GDP.
It's showing you right here. Who are the biggest
That's not
contributors
total. That's
to
not the
NATO?
total defense budget.
The total of NATO. The total
No,
of
it's
NATO.
not. That's not what that says.
It's showing you the total of NATO. Who are the biggest contributors, and it's showing you the percentage. The U.S. and Germany contribute 16%.
No, you have to click on it and see what it's actually saying. It's showing you per GDP what they
It's
get.
literally even telling you, Red, the U.S. used to pay more than 20% of these running costs. We pay 16% now.
Dude, no, this is per GDP. This is per capita. This is not total defense budget. Look, click on images real quick.
Go right up here. Since you want to talk about total, how much the NATO total budget is $656
Click on
billion.
images for me, please.
Okay, let's go to images. What you want to see? You click on that one right there? You want to see
Try
that
to find a no. That's
It's showing,
per GDP.
it's showing countries. It's showing countries.
That's per GDP. Look at the pie chart.
What pie chart? This chart over here?
No, pie chart. You know what a pie chart is?
This chart?
Yeah.
You want to see this one?
Yeah. Okay. What does that say?
Let's see. It's 72% at the biggest in 2012.
Oh, interesting.
Red, did you get 75 yet?
72. Okay, my bad.
Red, that's in 2012.
Okay, pick another year. Let's find another year.
Red, we pay 13%. It just told you. You can
keep
trying to search for other little things you want to. We pay 6. My bad. I'm sorry. We don't pay 13. We pay 16% in the NATO.
Not in total. That's per GDP.
No, you can say whatever you want. Because
no, when you say 16%, it's in percentage of our GDP. It's not saying we pay 16% of all NATO funding. We pay
have
the
more.
overwhelming majority of all NATO funding.
God,
That's
Jesus
all the
Christ.
charts.
No, we don't. If it's 16%, it's not overwhelmingly a majority.
16% of our defense budget, not 16% of NATO, dude.
Dude, no, we don't. Stop listening to these dummies tell you that goddamn lie.
Show me the evidence to the contrary.
I just, you didn't want to
No,
believe.
you didn't show me what those numbers actually mean. You just said, "Oh, this is what Google says." Click on it. Let's see what those numbers actually mean.
At the 2023, whatever the fuck, summit, NATO leaders agreed a defense investment pledge making their enduring commitment to investing at least 2% of GDP annually on defense. All right. And then it goes under the previous target. The members of the military alliance pledged to spend at least 2% GDP on defense per year by 2024. 23 of the 32 members are expected to achieve that. The three biggest contributors to this is the U.S. and Germany at 16%, the U.K. at 11%. The U.S. used to
11% of what?
The total GDP, the total amount.
That's not what that says.
Total amount.
No, nope.
Who are the biggest contributors to NATO? The three biggest contributors to NATO
16%
are
of what?
US and Germany. What do you mean of what?
It doesn't say.
What do you mean?
Click on the article. Let's find out.
Oh my God. This makes no sense.
You're
I'll show you
percent off of Google, like that's your proof.
The U.S. contributes 16% of NATO's annual budget, not 2/3. And this is Reuters.
Oh, Reuters. Let's see what they say. Let's see.
Look, we're done with that. I ain't got time for
No,
that.
let's see. Let's
No, I ain't got time for that. Because you on that bullshit. You on that goddamn bullshit. I'll show you information.
I wanted to look into it because I really think
you want to look into it. The United States contributes about 1/6 of NATO's annual budget. I'll enlarge it a little bit more so you can make sure you can see this shit. The United States contributes about 1/6 of NATO's annual budget, not 2/3, as claimed in social media posts. Washington
NATO's
finances
annual budget. That doesn't include our defense spending.
Say that again, Red.
NATO's. Okay, so you have NATO, right? You have the NATO budget, and we give money for this thing called NATO. We also do this thing where we put U.S. soldiers in Germany, in Poland, and all over Europe. That's a separate thing.
Okay, well, you said NATO. And guess what? We contribute about $3.5
But that's also
billion
part of NATO,
a year. There can't be two separate things, Red. You can't do that.
They're two separate things on the books, but they are the separate things.
They're two separate things. Okay, guess what?
On
We
the
contribute
books, they're two separate things, but they're not two separate things in reality because we put soldiers in Germany and in Poland.
This is what you read. This is what you've seen. Red, this is what you've seen. Widely viewed post said the United States paid $860 billion to NATO, making up 66% of the budget of the $1.3 trillion, which garnered some angry comments, including, it's got to stop. U.S. can't afford doing this. But it was a lie. It was a lie. Missing context. They broke it down.
No, it's not missing context. This is actually leaving out context.
Look, I'm not finna do that tonight. I'm
It's
not doing
leaving
that.
out the fact that we're funding all these countries' defensive
I'm not doing it
budgets.
tonight. I'm not doing it tonight. You can go on your conspiracy theory and believe whatever you want.
This is not a conspiracy theory.
That's fine.
We have troops in Germany and Poland.
Okay, Red, you go look up anything that's not on TikTok. Go look up anything that's not
What are
off
you
of
talking
fucking
about? I just
Facebook.
made a TikTok 2 days ago.
I'm just saying, go look up some information from some actual legit websites that show that the fucking shit show that it's not that.
Don't we have bases in Germany?
That doesn't mean shit, dude. We're spending $3.6 billion. How much money do you think
how
fucking
much do we
costs for
spend on
shit?
those bases in Germany? How much do we spend on those bases in Poland?
Dude, who knows? Who
We spend
knows?
a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
Dude, the fucking whole budget for NATO was $1.2 trillion. You think we spending
That's,
1.2
dude, that's
trillion?
nothing. That's nothing for us. We take the majority of that in the
What's
defense
here? Let me
budget.
see.
We spend multiple trillions on our defense every year.
All right, here you go. What's 75% of 1.2 trillion? That'd be 900 billion.
Yeah,
Our defense
we spend
spending is not even that
several
much.
times that on our defense budget, and a big
Red,
majority of that goes to these European countries, which we're
Red, I want
defending.
you to understand something. So you think the United States is spending more money in NATO than it is for its own defense?
A lot of that defense is going to NATO because we're spending it in Russia against Russia.
Red, I just need a yes or no. Do you think the United States is spending more money to help fund NATO than they are for their own defense?
No.
And that shit can't be true. It can't be true. We don't even spend $900 billion on our own defense. We don't even spend $900 billion on our own defense, Red.
We spend a lot more.
We don't. We spend less.
Really?
I showed it to you a second ago. We don't even spend $900 billion on our own defense. Oh my God, Red. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Look, you need to go look this shit up yourself. I don't understand. We live in a technological age, and we got too many dummies out here just believing shit they see on the internet. Or what
Use your common sense, dude. We have all these military bases in Europe. Yes or no?
Red, you don't know nothing about the military. Stop speaking on it.
Well, that's why I'm asking you. Do we not have a bunch of military bases in Europe?
Red, not answering the question. We're going back to the video because that was just dumb.
You're
just look
afraid
real stupid. You just look real stupid saying that dumb shit. You think it costs $1 billion to run a goddamn base? I don't know.
No, it costs $1 billion. Probably costs $1 billion to run all the bases in Europe.
We're going back to the video.
A little bit. We'll see.
On LNG?
But we're not really looking for that so much. We got a lot. We have more than anybody in the world, by far. So no, we're not talking about it too much, but a little bit. I think it affects also. But
oh, and to Marcus' comment, Marcus, yeah, we didn't have time for that because it was a pointless argument, and you saw how pointless it was. But yeah, you can believe that shit too if you want to. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with y'all, man. But once again, let's keep going.
For the most part, no.
And sir, is there any
Google some shit, motherfuckers. Google some shit.
as part of the deal, or is
No.
that on the table at all?
No, we don't need that.
Mr. President, I just wanted to ask you about, you just mentioned that you'd spoken to Vladimir Putin a couple of days ago. Just to be clear, that's a new call, not the one that you...
I've spoken to him on numerous occasions.
Okay, and how was the latest call? What did you discuss? How did it go?
Are you serious with that question?
I am, I'd love to know.
It went well. I think we're going to have a deal.
On the minerals deal, Mr. President, some of those minerals are in the east of Ukraine, not far from the front lines and in areas that Russia has occupied. Will you direct President Putin to withdraw his forces from those areas if there's U.S. interest
Well,
there?
we'll take a look at the time. We have a lot of area. It's a very big area we're talking about. So we'll take a look. I'll study that and I'll see.
And who would protect those minerals if they are U.S. interests? Would that be Ukrainian
They'll
forces?
be protected. The
European
agreement will protect them.
US
The agreement, yeah, we're signing an agreement. You know?
Right, but what if Russia tries to invade or there's Russian aggression in those spots?
I just told you, I don't think that's going to happen. And if that were going to happen, I wouldn't make a deal. If I thought that was going to happen, I wouldn't make a deal.
Some people may wonder why.
But what if it does happen, dummy?
I'm going to focus on CNN on survival, not asking me these ridiculous questions. Focus on surviving, because CNN's got such low ratings. I don't think they're going to survive. Let's go.
Whose ratings are lower? Trump's approval ratings or CNN's ratings? I think Trump's is lower right now.
I already mentioned Poland. Poland was under Russian control for decades after the Second World War. When I was a kid, I looked at the United States not only as a most powerful country, richest country in the world, the country that has great music, great movies, great muscle cars, but also as a force for good. And now I'm talking with my friends in Poland, and they are worried that you align yourself too much with Putin.
Yeah.
What's your message for them?
Well, if I didn't align myself with both of them, you'd never have a deal. You want me to say, really terrible things about Putin and then say, "Hi, Vladimir."
Dude, you called the dude standing next to you a dictator and say he invaded the country, but you ain't never said nothing bad about Putin, but you trying to make it seem like you don't talk bad about either one of them. Bitch, shut the fuck up. We watch you. Your shit's all over TV. What are you talking about? This dude's crazy.
How are we doing on the deal? It doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America and for the good of the world. I'm aligned with the world. And I want to get this thing over with. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred. And I understand that.
He got hate for somebody that invaded his country and is killing his citizens.
Okay, and you can hate someone all you want, but you have to deliver a certain amount of respect when your country's being conquered, and the only country that's saving your ass is willing to give you an out, and you're not taking it.
Red. This man said this guy Zelensky got so much hate for Putin. This man invaded his country.
He obviously does.
He invaded this man's country. He's deleting his people and stealing his land. And you talking about he got hate for him?
Okay, well, hate goes beyond times of war.
No, he want to delete this motherfucker. I can understand.
But that doesn't mean you can act like a fucking child and not agree to a ceasefire.
Hold on, Red. When has he acted like a child?
He's acting like a child by not agreeing to a ceasefire right now.
Red, he's already explained that, and I don't understand why you keep trying to go back to shit that's been explained.
Because he has trust issues. Okay, shut the fuck up.
It's not about trust issues. If the motherfucker already showed you that they not gonna do it multiple times, 25 times, would you agree to it? No, he wants to get security from the United States.
With peace deals negotiated by other presidents.
But that 26th time, y'all, that 26th time. Hey, Red, let me steal from you. Let me borrow your car. And I promise you I'm gonna put some gas in it 25 times.
By other presidents.
No. I want you to understand how stupid that sounds. Let me borrow your car 25 times, and I tell you every time I'm gonna put some gas in it. But the 26th time after I haven't put no gas in your car, I want you to loan it to me.
The dealership has a new owner. But
Red,
see,
I'm not talking about no damn dealership. I'm talking about you. Let's say you had a car and I borrowed your car 25 times and I told you I was going to put some gas in it. And 25 times, I never put gas in it. But the 26th time, I want you to believe that I'm going to put some gas in your car.
Okay, and let's say you got deleted, right? Let's say you got deleted, and now your cousin takes on the debt.
That doesn't make no damn sense.
Well,
Red,
I mean,
talking crazy.
That's how it is.
Because Putin keeps breaking the treaty. Thank you, Op. Thank you, Op. Somebody with some goddamn common sense. Somebody with some goddamn common sense. Because obviously I'm talking to
Putin. What treaty has Putin broken?
He's broken ceasefires, Red.
No, what treaty?
But I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with, him either. So it's not a question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world. I want to get the thing set. I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we can get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough. But you're never going to get a deal that way. So that's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
Hey, I want to respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure. That's straight fucking cap. You talk what?
No, it's not cap. Absolutely not cap.
I want JD to say it one more time. I want him to say it one more time because I'm gonna show you where the contradiction comes in. Watch this.
I will respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace And the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Red, I want you to go ahead and say what you was going to say first, and then I'll close it out before we keep playing.
The ultimate goal of well, I won't say Biden, but I'll say the State Department under the Biden administration was regime change in Russia. That's what they wanted. They didn't want to save Ukraine. They wanted regime change in Russia, and they were very vocal about it. Everyone
You don't think that's the same thing? You don't think that's the same? You accomplished the same thing with that goal? You accomplished both of them with the same goal?
No,
if
absolutely.
You get a regime change, Putin is the one that wanted to invade. If you get somebody else in charge, then that will kill the invasion, right?
Yeah, how do you know that?
Wouldn't that be that would be the whole point of putting somebody else in power?
Didn't work so well in the Middle East when we tried that.
It kind of did.
No, did Gaddafi work out? Did Saddam work out?
No, the sad part is the United States didn't take into account vacuums. But this is not the Middle East. Remember,
if you take out Putin, what makes you think there isn't going to be a vacuum?
Red, I want you to remember, these are civilized white people. These are not Middle Easterns or Africans. These are civilized whites.
No, Russians are pretty uncivilized.
They civilized whites up there. They don't act like they don't act like
so
us
are you
black.
trying to be sarcastic, or are you arguing seriously?
I'm being dead serious because that's been the history of this world, especially in the United States. Civilized whites don't do what blacks and Arabs do. So yeah,
okay.
they ain't got to worry about a vacuum. They ain't got to worry about no vacuum. You got to worry about no vacuum. The dude sounds fucking stupid.
Well,
you're talking about actions and words.
Balkan states.
Say it again.
We definitely had to worry about a vacuum in the Balkan states.
You got to worry about anything when you're dealing with any type of person. And the sad part is the people I think you need to worry about the most look like you, not like me.
You're trailing off, Jay. The point is,
I'm being dead serious. Like,
the
I thought it was a
former
dumbass statement that he
administrations
made.
in the United States, whether it was Bush, whether it was Obama, and whether it was Biden, was to provoke Russia into some war. Which is,
you think that was what they were trying to do?
Obviously, that's what the State Department's been trying to do. They want to
provoke Russia into a war. Russia that has nuclear weapons. They've been trying to provoke them into a war. Okay.
Yes, I know. It's crazy. I know it's insane.
Why do you think that?
Because it makes money.
It makes money. They can make money going to war with anybody else.
Well, it makes more money when it's Russia. Because Russia is an actual threat.
Dude, the United States ain't won a goddamn war in I don't know how long. Stop that nonsense.
Well, right now it's a proxy war.
The United States ain't won no fucking war
I
don't know how long.
Why don't you it's not about winning the war. It's about continuing it. It's about spending more and more money and getting more and more profit line.
You don't understand how this shit works. You don't understand how this shit works. You definitely don't know how
so
the
people
military
don't line
industrial
their pockets for war? Okay.
No, like you don't understand the military industrial complex. You don't understand it.
Oh, okay. Even though I've studied it ever since Dwight Eisenhower.
You can study it all the fuck you want. You know what the fuck you talking about. See, I said you might have to back to finish the video before by yourself before you bring someone up, Jake. Yeah, that's normally what I try to do, man. Y'all be fucking my shit up when y'all be hopping up and shit. That's normally what I try to do. But we almost there, man. I looked at my wrist today. I got time. But yeah, we gonna finish this out real quick, Ray. We ain't got that much left.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact line?
2015.
2014.
2014 to 2014.
2014.
Yeah. So
I was not here.
Yeah, but
that's exactly right.
Yes, but during 2014 till 2022, yeah, the situation the same. The people have been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed with him with gas contract. Gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about.
And that's a good ass question. When you're negotiating and trying to have diplomacy with somebody, and they keep breaking the agreement, how can you have any more diplomacy? Don't sit in my face and tell me we need to have diplomacy and do it right when we've been trying to do that the whole time, and the people that you sitting over here defending got
Okay, so what's the solution? What's the solution?
Hold on, Red. I gotta finish my final thought. The group that you over here got 3,000 and off in defending keep breaking the fucking agreement, but you telling me I need to have diplomacy.
So what's the solution?
What? I don't even understand why you even said that. Why did you say that, Red?
So what's the solution? We go to war with Russia?
The solution is not applying pressure to the person that's actually been trying to make peace and try to stop the war.
He's not
that energy.
He's not trying to make peace. He's the only one against a ceasefire. Putin is okay with a ceasefire.
Putin is not with no goddamn. Okay, where you heard Putin say that? Where you heard Putin say that?
Putin has said multiple times.
Where? I'll go find the video right now. I'll find it for you. Show me the video where Putin said he wants a ceasefire.
Well, first he said it like 2 years ago in the Tucker Carlson interview.
Okay, gotta go look it up. Keep talking. Go ahead.
Then he said it in the speech he gave last summer. And Zelensky said in this video that we just watched, Zelensky said we can't have ceasefire because Russia doesn't follow through. So Russia is willing for a ceasefire. Ukraine is not.
Oh, found it. I found a video. You want to see it?
Sure.
Let's see what Putin's ceasefire talk was about. Let's see what he got. Let's see, y'all. Because Red made a dramatic claim that Putin said he wanted a ceasefire. So let's see what he's talking about.
Эти условия очень простые. Эти условия очень простые. Украинские войска должны быть полностью выведены из Донецкой, Луганской,
that damn subscribe button in the middle, so y'all gonna have to read around it.
Народных республик, Херсонской и Запорожской областей. Причем, обращаю внимание, именно со всей территории этих регионов в пределах их административных границ, которые существовали на момент их вхождения в Украину. Как только в Киеве заявят о том, что готовы к такому решению и начнут реальный вывод войск из этих регионов, а также официально уведомят об отказе от планов вступления в НАТО, с нашей стороны незамедлительно, буквально в ту же минуту, последует приказ прекратить огонь и начать переговоры. Эти условия.
That's a fair ceasefire agreement. What he's saying is, okay, you pull out of this area, I pull out of this area, then we have a ceasefire and we can talk and we can make an agreement. It's perfectly reasonable.
You think that's reasonable?
Of course it is.
But that worked out great.
Ah, damn it. I hope I didn't go too far back. Who wants to keep their land that he took?
Well, both of them.
No, Ukrainians didn't take any Russian land.
Well, they both want to keep their land.
Okay, so that's a fair ceasefire. you get the fuck out of our land and go back to your land, and we stop fucking fighting. No, Putin wants to keep their land and say, yeah,
Well,
ceasefire.
the reason that he went into that land in the first place is because the people of that land want to be part of Russia.
Red, you keep saying that dumb shit, man. You look, I ain't even worried about it. Op said, Red, he's saying they need more than a guarantee because Putin keeps breaking the contract. He can't just take Putin's word at this point without the U.S. saying they will do something if he doesn't.
Yes, I understand that. I understand that 100%. And this is why Zelensky's in a difficult position.
But if you understand that, then you understand why him saying that he doesn't want a ceasefire, because you keep saying that he doesn't want a ceasefire. He's saying it because he keeps breaking the ceasefire agreement.
Okay,
so
but
he wants security. Hold up. He's saying that he wants a security guarantee just in case Putin might break that shit because he's been breaking it.
And those security guarantees, we've been giving those security guarantees for the past.
We haven't.
Yes, we have. Look it up.
No, we haven't. That's why he's been breaking them. That's why Putin been breaking it. Ain't there been no security guarantee.
So how come Zelensky said they were breaking security guarantees before Trump?
He said they were breaking ceasefire agreements.
They were breaking security agreements, including ceasefire agreements, all of them. All of the above.
He didn't say that.
This is like, and like we already agreed upon before, all of these agreements, whether they were ceasefire agreements or whether they were security agreements, were made under prior presidents. So this is like, hold on,
I gotta say this question.
Ask me the question when I'm done. This is like a girl that comes up to you and she's like, "Oh, I had a bunch of toxic boyfriends, and they never followed through on their promises, and they never protected me." And I'm like, "All right, well, I'm not those guys. This is not how we're doing this." And Zelensky is like this scorned female that's coming. "Oh, you have to give me money, and you have to do this, and I don't trust you." And the United States is like, we want an end to the conflict. It's our ethics. It's in our interest to end the conflict. And if you don't, well, go fuck yourself.
Are you done?
Sure.
All right. Yeah, you sound fucking crazy, Red. Because you come from the same party, the same group of people that raised hell and cried and bitched and moaned about people protesting. Now, hold on, Red. I'll let you talk. Let me finish mine. Let me get mine off. You come from the same group and the same party that sat around and bitch and complain and moan and cry because folks was out there protesting because cops were just kneeled on a motherfucking neck and he died in front of everybody on camera.
Oh my God! What does that have to do with anything?
Hold up, Red. Hold up, because I'm gonna bring it all together. If you actually let me say what the fuck I want to say on my own show,
George Floyd is actually Ukrainian.
Give me a second. Give me a second. You come from the same group that bitched and moaned about somebody fucking dying and people protesting about it. But you want to act like it's nothing that another country invaded another country. And
I come from the same group. What are you talking about?
You don't know how to fucking listen.
No, you're saying I come from the same group of people. You're not addressing my ideas.
If you learn how to shut the fuck up for a second, I will get there, Red.
No, you're talking about other Republicans, and I'm not even a Republican.
Listen for a second, you will see how I entwine all of it together to show the hypocrisy, how stupid it is. But you don't know how to listen. You don't know how to listen. You don't know how to listen. I sat there and let you say that dumb shit. Can I say my shit?
Roll the clip.
Nah, I ain't rolling no clip. I'm gonna say what the fuck I was gonna say. You from the same party that wanting to bitch over people supposedly burning fucking cities down.
I'm not part of any party.
Yes, you are. You wanted to raise hell about that shit and always bring it up. But after another country invades another country,
I've never voted. I'm not of any party. I don't associate with it.
Red, shut up. Look, shut up for a second. You want to sit here and complain about shit. These motherfuckers invaded a country. They're killing hundreds of thousands of people. But you don't think that's a big deal. But when people were burning down supposed cities that are still fucking standing and buildings are still there, you wanted to raise hell and say all these people need to be locked up. But these motherfuckers go into another country and kill hundreds of thousands of people. And that's perfectly fucking fine. It's sprinkling a little crack on it,
Guess what?
Johnson.
That's not my
Over the straight
country.
case. And guess what? You sound fucking stupid because your moral logic don't make no sense. It makes no
Well,
damn
it's not
sense.
my country, so I don't give a
It
fuck.
don't fucking matter. He go, you can talk about your country and somebody else's country. So that lets me know you have subjective morals.
Yeah. Well, no, it's projective morals. It's
No. You got subjective morals.
my country over the others.
No. Right is right and wrong is wrong in my book. And that's probably where we deviate from each other. That's probably where we deviate from each other.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
believe right is right and wrong is wrong. You
Okay, and I don't believe that.
Obviously you don't, because you're justifying Putin going into that man's country and killing his
No.
people.
When did I justify that?
You've been arguing the whole time talking about Zelensky don't want no peace. He don't want no peace.
See,
He don't want no
you're
ceasefire and shit.
incapable. You're incapable of understanding nuance.
That's not nuance. That's stupidity.
No, there is nuance here. Russia has security interests, and Ukraine.
Nobody
has
cares
territorial.
about white people being spooked, bruh. I keep trying to tell you
All right,
that.
well,
I
that's
don't
the
care about
extent
no
of your
white folks being
geopolitical
spooked.
knowledge. White people being
I don't care
spooked.
about that.
Okay.
I'm spooked by your own people. That's crazy. White folks
All
spooked
right,
by
well,
other white folks.
it's all white people
Spooked by
being
everybody.
spooked. Why do you
The
care?
scariest mother, because that's a problem for everybody. It got a history in this country of white folks being spooked. And it ends up with a lot of folks being
in
dead.
Ukraine, so who cares? Like, there's no black people in
What you mean
Ukraine.
crazy? Bro, you don't think there's black people in Ukraine?
There's like 7.
This man's crazy, bro. Let me see. I've said no. This like the police allowing the dude to stay putting hands on his girlfriend and won't remove the boyfriend from the
Okay,
house.
that's a good analogy. Wait, hold on. That's a good analogy, but you're assuming that America is the world police.
That's what you acting like.
No, I don't think we should be the world police.
No. You're justifying other shit, and you're justifying the United States.
I'm not justifying anything.
You justified him earlier going into Cuba.
I justified the United States going into
You
Cuba.
said security interests, Red. We had security interests, and we needed to make sure.
During the Cold
That
War?
dumb shit.
During the Cold War, yeah.
Oh my fucking god, bro. Red, you a hypocrite. And you make yourself look real bad right now. You make yourself look it don't matter. It really doesn't matter that you don't see it. Everybody else can see it. Anybody that's gonna come across this video is gonna see it. It doesn't matter because a lot of them, I told you're in a cult. You're in a cult. You gotta get out of that, man.
What
you gotta
cult
get out
is
of
that?
The cult of Trump.
No, I don't.
MAGA. Yeah, you'll probably suck that man dick, wouldn't you?
No, like I said before, I wish
top his ass off, you Red. You'll top him off. Be honest.
energy for BB.
Man, to top his ass off real quick, man. He'd clean up and everything.
Yeah, that's my problem, and that's why I don't support it.
Man, you love it, man. This is crazy, but we're gonna keep going, man.
So he occupied it all. Never go.
Bring it into this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine? Did you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring people. You bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent?
Oh shit.
Yeah, JD Vance talking real hard when they talk shit about his Indian kids.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is it? These kids
Yeah.
have
This man is trying to defend a group of people, a party, a stance that they have, because this is pretty much Putin's goddamn talking points. They're defending Putin's talking points, and the same people that JD Vance is sitting over here trying to defend and take their argument want to kick his goddamn family out the country.
They want to kick his Indian family out the country?
Yes.
Interesting.
Oh, you haven't seen the Republicans online talking shit about his family and saying they need to get the fuck deported?
Oh, the Republicans are saying he needs to be deported? Really?
Yeah. Not him, his family.
Oh. So
family.
the Republicans want to deport JD Vance's family.
They've said it online multiple times.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I bet you didn't. because you don't care. It has.
Well,
No,
I don't know what I don't
you
know
think
what
a
this
play?
has to do with Ukraine.
Red.
What
It's gonna
does
be
this
another
have
one
to
of
do
those.
with Ukraine?
Red, it's gonna be another one of those situations where you act like it hasn't happened, and I show it to you, and then you'll make up something else.
Okay, I don't really care about JD Vance's family.
I bet
You
you
seem to be
don't.
obsessed with them
You
for
get.
some reason.
I have an issue with somebody like this that sits around and makes an argument for a group of people in a party that does not support him and his family.
People in a part. See, you're appealing to masses. You're doing the same thing that these women do. That
The
we call
the
them
people that he's
to all men. You're
think about what
putting
he's
me
doing.
in categories that I don't belong in. You're lumping these individuals in.
You're in it.
Furthermore,
You're in that group.
foreign policies in with a cult, and just because you have a foreign policy stance doesn't mean you're in a cult.
Red, you're in a cult. I'm trying to like the first look, all Trump supporters are in a cult.
Like Trump, but I don't have
you do.
You have a very obsessive disorder with him for some reason.
You don't like Trump?
Of course not.
Why?
Because he sucks up to Israel.
That's it?
Well, that's the main reason, yeah.
What else?
Everything else stems from that.
What else?
What else? Well, the fact that he wants more legal immigrants.
Say it again?
The fact that he wants more legal immigrants.
So you don't like him because he wants more legal immigrants? Okay, what else?
He likes to give red meat to the base, and he doesn't follow through on the promises because the cabinet is completely corrupt, like the Epstein files.
What else?
Well, those are the three main gripes.
I'm waiting on something significant.
But those are all really significant. What are you talking about?
Nah, not really.
The Israeli influence on our country is very significant. The fact that we're starting wars all over the globe is very significant.
I thought Trump didn't start no wars.
Well, the United States has started wars, and we're involved in them.
No. We talking about Trump right now. I thought Trump didn't start no wars. What war
He didn't start the Ukraine war.
I know, but you saying him starting wars around the world? What war did he start?
I didn't say Trump started wars.
What else?
I said the United States.
What else, Red? What else?
The main problem I have with Trump is Israeli ties, and that's where all the other problems stem from.
Okay, but why are you defending him right now?
Because we don't owe shit to Ukraine.
Okay, so why invite the man to the White House?
A good question. I don't even think he should be in here.
So you think that's a dumbass? You think that was something stupid that he did?
Hell yeah.
Or did you think that he was trying to get something out of him? He was trying to big boy him. Like
He was trying to give him an out.
No, he wasn't. He was trying to strong arm him.
No, he was trying to give him an out, and
No,
he
he
didn't.
wasn't. He was trying to strong arm him.
Strong arm him for what? We've been paying his fucking
His
bill.
minerals. That's the shit he was talking about from the very beginning. He wants this man's minerals.
Oh yeah, like
Right
Lindsey
over his
Graham.
head. Right over his head.
Rare earth minerals. Man.
They obviously have something that we don't got. That's why Trump wanted.
We don't need it. We want it, but we don't need it.
Here you go. Check it. We don't need Greenland either, do we?
No, but it would be nice to have.
Hey, okay, guess what? And we didn't need to call the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America, did we?
Yes, we did. It is the Gulf of America. What the fuck does Mexico
All
do?
of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around.
Bitch, y'all the ones who put him in front of the American media.
Bars. Well, no, he's talking shit.
They put him in front of the American media.
And he's talking shit.
No, they put him in front of the American media, and he pushed back on the bullshit that they said. He wasn't trying to litigate nothing in front of them. They brought him out there in front of them motherfuckers and tried to strong arm his
No,
ass.
he's acting like he has leverage when he doesn't.
He does have leverage. He have enough leverage to say, I got my balls and I'm taking them home. He got his balls and he gonna take them home like a man. He ain't no hoe.
No, he got kicked out like a bitch.
Okay, here you go. He got kicked out like a bitch, and guess what? Trump didn't get the minerals that he wanted. But we ain't got there yet. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Hold up. Let's keep going, Red. Because you keep trying to do the spoiler at the end.
Because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring it into this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning. Sure. First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless.
Hold on. My bad. Because I know a lot of people got pissed. I know a lot of people got mad about that one. Hold on. I'm gonna let them say that one more time. Let me say that one more time.
To come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country.
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning. Sure. First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future.
Right there.
You're goddamn right.
No, see, that's a veiled threat, because how the fuck are we gonna feel shit in the future?
You think that fucking around with other folks in the world eventually won't come home to you?
If Russia wants Ukraine, let them take Ukraine. What does that have to do with us?
Okay. Well, guess what? Russia will take Ukraine. Then like he said, they'll move on to Poland.
Oh yeah, just like they said about Mustache Man, right? He wants to take over the world. Yeah. Okay.
Who's Mustache Man?
The Austrian painter.
Who the fuck is that?
The German guy in the 1940s.
Oh, you talking about Hitler?
Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to say his name though.
I'll say his name. And yeah, he was trying to do that.
Really? You think he was trying to take over the world?
You don't think?
No, I read his book. I read several World War II books.
Oh shit, y'all, we got a sympathizer. We got a sympathizer.
Not trying to take over the world.
Man, look, you gonna do that hell, how, salute, whatever the fuck. Go ahead and do
it. Yeah, I'll do the Elon Musk heart salute.
Nah, he did the Hitler salute.
I'll do the Steve Bannon.
Twice. A lot of Republicans have been doing that. The same party that say they're not the party of racism and shit. Even though the KKK votes for them nonstop, they endorse them every year. And they doing Nazi shit. They doing Nazi shit all the time. Yeah, it's amazing to me. Look, man, all y'all motherfuckers gonna burn in hell, bro. Like, I can't give a fuck how y'all live y'all life. I'm dead ass serious.
Duke support Joe Biden? No,
he endorsed Donald Trump.
Richard Spencer. No, my bad.
He endorsed Donald Trump. He endorsed Donald Trump. And see, Big Op said Vance needs to shut the fuck up with this Republican ego shit. Yeah, they're gonna deport his kids. He a cuck, bro. He a cuck too. He a pussy ass dude.
You think he's a cuck because he married an Indian woman?
No, he's a cuck because they talk shit about his family, and that bitch don't stand on no type of shit. He just gonna run right behind Trump.
They're very submissive.
Here you go, real quick. Op said it was always the bitches that won't do any fighting, talking all the shit. Yep, you got that right.
As they should be. They shouldn't do the fighting. They should shut the fuck up.
Yeah, we're talking about J.D. Vance and Donald Trump. Those are the bitches. And I've said the racist Democrats are now with the Republicans. Now you can say some of them are.
No, they're not. They're against the Republicans. The racist Democrats. Wait, who are the racist Democrats?
The Republican
Bill
Party is a
Clinton?
party of racists, bro. Like, I'm just gonna say that right now. There's no denying it. The Republican Party is the party of racism. That they the racists. That's where they at. They all over there, and anybody can sit here and cry, moan, and all that bullshit. That the Republican Party is a party of racists.
Oh, so Thomas Massey, Rand Paul, they're all racists.
Hey man, real quick with you, Red. When that first plane fucking crashed in Trump's, when he got it in the first week and he blamed it on diversity, why do you think he did that?
Because it's an issue that the American populace is bringing up.
Red. It was 2 white pilots.
No, there was a female in the cockpit.
What race was she?
White, but she was a female.
Gotcha.
No,
Yeah,
I gotcha. Because you said it was 2 white men. I'm saying there's a woman. There's a woman. She was in the cockpit. It was a woman.
Be real. Hey, he gonna take this out. Let it be known.
Woman should not be in the cockpits.
Hey, look, watch this. White dudes don't like anybody else of any other race, and they don't like they women either.
Well, no, we will. Listen, I would rather have a black man
The racist party
than a white woman.
The party of racists. They say the Republicans used to be the covert
I would
racist
rather
party. Now
have
they're
a
out in
drunk.
the open.
I would rather be on a plane that was flown by a drunk Denzel Washington than by like a white woman.
I'd rather be on a plane without you in it and people that think like you in it.
Oh, you think I'm gonna blow it up?
I just don't trust motherfuckers that are racist because I think it's a mental illness.
What am I gonna do? On the plane?
It's a mental illness to be racist.
I'm not a racist.
There you are. That's why you're laughing like that.
It's crazy. It all boils down to like you accusing somebody of being racist. I'm trying to talk about Ukraine.
I actually don't normally do that, but I call it out when I see it, and it ain't no point in me sugarcoating it. Like, look, you ain't got no problem with being that way, so it's fine. You got a mental illness.
I don't have a problem with anybody. This like, what does this have to do with racism? So we're talking about Ukraine.
Red. You're aligning yourself with racists. If it smells like a dog, barks like a dog,
Oh,
scratches his ass like a dog, it's a fucking dog. You align yourself with racists, and you can't even call out racist people.
I don't align myself with anybody.
You're aligning yourself with Trump. You've been defending everything that Trump's been doing. You've been defending
align
goddamn
myself with
Putin. You've
Trump.
been defending J.D. Vance. You've been defending the Republican Party. You've been sitting up here defending them.
I'll defend
Now I fucking
Putin.
stop. Just like Marcus. If Marcus wasn't a true American, they'd deport his ass too. Like, I don't even understand why motherfuckers don't get this shit. Look, I ain't gotta sit here
You're
on this
still
show.
looking at it from the stupid ass angle of the color of your skin.
I'm
We're
looking at
citizenship.
Dude, there's only one moral compass that's ever been in this country, and that's been black folks. We've been telling y'all what the fuck it's been from the get-go, and y'all super dummies sit around and fucking keep playing like y'all don't see shit, and then shit starts to affect you. I'm telling you right now, you're aligning yourself with the racists. And if you want to not be considered racist, then you need to get the fuck away from them. But if you want to keep riding with them, then take everything that comes with it. Just like we tell bitches, if you want to go out there and hoe, suck dick and fuck and do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Midgets. Dude, I'm just saying maybe we shouldn't be spending all this money and trying to get a war.
I ain't got nothing for you,
How does
Red.
that make me
I ain't
racist?
got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing for you. All I can tell you, the same thing I tell them bitches. You want to go out there and do what you want to do, just be ready to take everything that come with it. You align yourself with the side, then fuck, guess what? You're going to be considered certain. I don't give a fuck. It don't matter to me. You can feel some type of way about it. Anybody in your party, anybody in your group that want to fucking align themselves with this racist,
like, what's your argument?
just take it. Just take it, bro. Take it like a badge of honor. Wear that shit like the Scarlet Letter. Wear it on your chest. So, man, just do it. Like, don't get mad at me for saying something about it, because I'm
I'll wear a badge of honor, but it's not going to be an S.
You on that badge of honor, you with that racist.
It's going to be an N.
Just like you, angry man, angry snowman, all the motherfuckers, these motherfucking coon ass motherfuckers, race ass motherfuckers. Look, y'all own it, bro. Just take that shit to the bank. Take it to the bank.
Are you calling me a coon?
No, the black people are the coons. You
Angry
that's
man?
Why I say coon. That's why I say coons and racist. I separated. It was two of them. You know which one you fit into, and he fit into the other one. It is what it is, man. Hey,
So I'm a racist because I want a Ukrainian ceasefire?
Red, you done said way more racist shit. Like, come on now. Like, I done known you for a while. Come on. That's why I don't be reading your comments on the regular. I let you up to date, just make yourself look stupid. This is dumb. You need to go talk to a mental health specialist or something. It's a mental illness, man. It's a mental illness. You want to be black so bad, but you be coming around black.
It's a mental illness to want a ceasefire?
No, it's a mental illness to be racist.
I don't think so, because most AIs are racist.
You say no, I don't. Yeah. Here, let's keep playing the video, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. We'll have this conversation at the end of the video.
God bless. You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know
bless.
that.
You will not have a war.
Don't tell us
How
what
long
we're going to
Zelensky?
feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
asking.
position
Trump,
to
shut your
dictate
little
that.
dick ass up.
I'm not
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very
you will
good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very
I'm
good and very
telling
strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed
From
yourself to be in a very bad position,
beginning
and he
of the
happens
war.
to be right about
From
it.
the very beginning of the war.
You're not
Mr.
in a good
Brown,
position.
I
You don't
was
have the cards right now. With us, you start having
not playing
cards.
cards.
Right now, you
I'm
don't.
very
You're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think
You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's
with
back
all
to you.
respect to your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once this
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
have you said thank
Even
you?
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly. He's not
Yeah.
speaking loudly. Your country's in big trouble.
Can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No.
Can
You're
I
not allowed to talk. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not
I
winning.
know.
You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of
We are
coming out
staying,
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said
stupid president, $350 billion.
You
We
voted
gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about
If
You heard it.
if
You heard
didn't
that
have
part.
our
You heard
mili-
that part. You heard that part. He said 350 billion, but then he made sure he corrected it and said we gave you military equipment, Red. Remember that was the thing you wanted to argue me down on in the very beginning. Remember? Trump just admitted
Well,
to it.
no,
So
I
you gonna
didn't
agree to
say
it?
it was cash. Again,
No,
it doesn't matter
you
what it
said
was.
money.
It was,
No,
it was
red.
350 million worth of something.
Red. You said money.
I don't care if it was
And you
baby.
laughed and you giggled. You giggle, all that woo shit. Even your dear leader even called it out. We gave them equipment that was worth that amount of money. We didn't
Free
give them
equipment.
money.
Free. We gave it to
Guess
them
what?
for
Guess what?
free.
Guess what? Guess what? Once again, y'all, if y'all watch from the very beginning, it goes back to exactly what I said earlier. We gave them equipment that might have equaled up to that amount, that estimated amount, but it was not money. And Red swore up and down. We gave him money, but I guess now that his dear leader done said something, he
swear
ain't
up and
gonna say
down.
money no more. He ain't gonna say money no more.
Excuse
his dear
me?
leader done said it now. His dear leader said it wasn't
Dear
money
leader.
now. Hell, you know who the fuck you serve.
You're,
You serve.
you're really trying to clasp onto something here.
No, I'm calling out the shit that needs to be called the fuck out. When I see it, I'm gonna call it out. I'm not finna sugarcoat shit for
Okay.
y'all. You're not finna sugarcoat shit for y'all. You want me to sugarcoat shit? I ain't finna sugarcoat nothing. I'm gonna call out what I see. It is what it is. We got a lot of racist ass, cock sucking, dick sucking motherfuckers that love this man right here. He could do no wrong. When that man said he could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and they'll still elect him,
Oh,
you would.
here we go.
You would. If you wasn't so scared of goddamn
I
getting
mean,
fucking
this,
drafted.
if you read
wasn't
like
so scared of
Jungian
getting drafted.
psychology, you'll understand like you're actually the one displaying psychologically ill traits right now. You're obsessed with this guy Trump, and you're obsessed with like trying to emasculate him, which is a really feminine tendency, actually.
All right, here we go. Shame and language. I'm obsessed with the person that's the president of the United States that tried to get my father fired, that's trying to fire a bunch of fucking Americans. Actually give a fuck about other people in this country, just not my fucking self. So I'm fucking deranged, and I'm so occupied with this guy because he's fucking up America.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's really all you want to talk about in his camp and his crew, and you don't really want to talk about foreign policy or the underlying philosophies.
We're actually talking about foreign policy right now and how he's doing a bad job on it. So what are you talking about?
Well, I'm saying in order to have foreign policy in the first place, you need a ceasefire.
It's the whole point of the video, to call out his terrible foreign policy. What are you talking about, Ray? You're just saying shit.
In order to have a foreign policy agreement in a time of war, you need a ceasefire.
Once again, y'all.
Military equipment. If you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3.
Once again, not our money, y'all. Not our money.
Wait, did you hear what he said?
Our money.
3 days? Did you hear what he said?
3 days. I don't give a fuck about what Trump said. Trump say a lot of dumb shit.
Zelensky said it.
Yeah,
Zelensky said it. I heard. Zelensky said, if it wasn't for the American support, we would have been defeated in 3 days. So
it's not really. You really don't listen. You hear what you want to hear.
That's what Zelensky just said.
Okay, once again, I'm gonna play it for him one more time, y'all, and watch why he remember what he said. He said Zelensky just said in 3 days. I heard him. Okay, watch the context.
You men are brave, but they had to use our military. If you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3.
You want to take that back now?
That's what I just said. In 3 days.
You tried to say that Zelensky said 3 days. No, you didn't let him finish. He said
I heard that from Putin.
Exactly. He was reiterating that somebody else said the shit.
But just because Putin said that doesn't mean it's not true.
How can you prove it to be true?
If the United States
how can you prove it to be true? That's the question.
I'm proving it right now.
Go ahead.
If the United States did not support Ukraine whatsoever this entire time, they would have been defeated. Everybody knows that.
In 3 days?
Maybe not in 3 days, but definitely not in.
See, y'all lost the argument right there. Let's keep going.
Let's see. You're
lost argument, Red.
No, you're missing the forest for the trees. I didn't say. It has to be 3 days. It has to be exactly 3 days. You're fucking idiot. I'm saying it doesn't matter.
Any evidence to prove it. You just made a statement that didn't even prove it.
The United States propaganda said 2 weeks. The Russian propaganda said 3 days. The point still stands. The United States support Ukraine doesn't.
Hey, Red, that sounds like you telling me that you can dunk a 10-foot goal. There's no proof behind it. You're just saying shit. Let's keep going.
2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I tell you.
Just say thank you.
I said a lot of times to American people.
Except that there are disagreements.
Man, I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I wish Zelensky got up and just choked the shit out of JD Vance. When he got up and choked the shit out of him.
He's a little guy. I don't think he could do that.
You think Zelensky's a little guy?
Yeah, he's a little guy.
You think Zelensky's a little guy?
Yeah, he's like 5'5", 5'6".
Damn, Red. I don't think you. Look at him sitting next to Trump.
Because his chair is in front of him.
You don't know how to size people up, do you?
Look up Zelensky's height.
All right, here we go, y'all. We're gonna do another one, man. This is crazy, and it's not even about height, but let's look up Zelensky's height, y'all. Let's see how tall Zelensky is. Let's see Zelensky's height. It's just crazy. This shit, 5'7". 5'7".
All right, so not a big guy. Like I said,
Not a
I don't.
tall guy, Red. Not a
Well,
tall guy. You don't know how to size.
he's not a
You don't know
buff
how to
guy
size people
either.
up. You don't know how to size people up.
I don't think he could size JD Vance up. I don't think he's stripping out JD
You don't
Vance.
think he'll fuck? Oh, you don't think he'll fuck JD Vance up in a fight?
No, he's a gay male stripper.
Okay, I got you. Okay, I got you.
No,
And
he's
see,
Zelensky is a gay male stripper. He's a gay
look,
comedian
I don't know nothing about none of that. All I know is
Oh, you don't know. Before Zelensky was a president, he was a gay male stripper and he was a gay male actor and he played the piano with his dick.
Okay, that's what's up. And Op said he let his vice president suck him up to fuck up his deal. Vance, the wrong bitch to be in this meeting. And then he also said Vance, a bitch. I'm sure he would get his ass whipped. Yeah. Zelensky can fuck his ass up. Man,
For what?
I don't know what the hell you think these motherfuckers got there. You don't know how to size up people. JD Vance don't know how to fight
I think you're kind of like dick sucking Zelensky.
If you call it that, you can call it what you want, man. Look, see, the sad part is when I'm over here standing on facts
This
and
is a
standing on
corrupt
morals.
white man. Why are you sucking his dick?
Corrupt white man?
Yeah. I mean, well, it's 3 corrupt white men, but you're choosing to suck one of their dicks. Why?
What is my position?
Your position is that, Trump is a hypocrite. We need to somehow support Ukraine.
No, that's not my position. What is my position, Red?
Well, let me ask you, what is your position?
My position is, if Trump, once again, I'll say it again like I said it in the very beginning, I said it in the middle, and I said it again for you a 3rd time, but I'll say it a 4th time. I don't think the United States needs to be involved with anything outside of the United States. If we have so many fucking problems, we need to say, fuck the rest of the... Hold on, Red. You want to hear my answer? You want my answer, or do you want to just go ahead and start talking again? No, I'm asking. That's a question. I want you to respond to that.
Well, if that's your position, you shouldn't even be here in the first place.
I didn't even finish my position.
Okay.
Didn't even finish what my position was. Can I finish it? I know I'm being petty with that one, but damn, can I finish it? This is crazy. Look, I think the United States needs to worry about America. But the fucked up shit is, obviously, it's not about America. This is the same guy sitting in the chair right there that said, make America great, America first. And he worrying about goddamn getting some minerals from another fucking country. He ain't worrying about America. He trying to get some shit out of another country.
Bro.
Oh, Jesus Christ, see, you don't know how to be quiet.
I'm sorry. It's just too much bullshit.
See, I've said, Red, you got Trump and Vance dick in your mouth. Shut up and run this video. Pause. Hey, Red left for a little bit. I'm glad he did because he was getting on my goddamn nerves. Let's go.
And let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the cards. You're buried there. Your people are dying. You're running low on soldiers. Listen, you're running low on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing. And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop.
And this is why you know this is a shitty ass president that can't make a goddamn deal. If you've had, name one business, name one company that will give you a loan after 25 times of defaulting on. They wouldn't give you one. That shit, you wouldn't even got the 25 times the default. You think they're gonna give you one on the 26th time? And this man sitting in this man's face after this man done defaulted on a ceasefire 25 times. And you talking about, man, you better take the ceasefire. He done defaulted on it, dummy. And he thinks that this motherfucker said, because I'm Trump, Putin won't do it. Bitch, fuck you. This is our representation in America right now, man. This is crazy.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
With guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
it doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what
That wasn't with me. That was with a guy named Biden who was not a smart person. That was with Obama.
It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful.
Accusations. These are not accusations. This is false accusations. And
one more question to Mr. Vice President. I'm sorry.
It's going to be a tough deal to make because the attitudes have to change.
What if Russia breaks ceasefire? What if Russia breaks peace talks? What do you do then? I understand that it's a heated conversation right now.
What are you saying?
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now?
Y'all see? He don't even give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. He wants credit for saying he made a deal even if Russia violates it. He can't guarantee, and that's what Zelensky's been asking for the whole time. I get y'all want a ceasefire. I'm cool with that if I can get guarantees that we have protection. Now, once again, I'll say it again because you know Red didn't want to hear it. I don't think the United States should be involved in this shit at all. Let them motherfuckers fight it out. That's white on white violence. Fight it out yourselves. Fight it out. But if we gonna be involved in it, for a guy that's broken the goddamn agreement multiple times, I need some assurances that we will have protection if we do agree to this, just in case they break it again. I don't understand how that's goddamn fucking rocket science. I don't understand how that's fucking complicated to understand. The man has had his agreements with Putin broken 25 times. And you talking about a ceasefire again. He broke that 25 times. So you want me to be secure in that and give you the rights to all my goddamn fucking natural resources in my country when the person that I'm making an agreement with broke it before, but you still gonna have access to my natural resources? No, I need some assurances. That's crazy to think that he's crazy for coming in here in this position. Trump talking outside of his neck, and JD Vance over here just got 3,000 in this bitch. Just got 3,000.
Okay, what if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me. Let me tell you, Putin went through a hell of a lot with.
All right, hold on. He said they respect. Hold on, Trump. Say that one more time. Say that one more time. What they do? What they do? They respect you. Hold on. Let me say it one more time.
I understand that it's a heated conversation right now.
What are you saying?
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now? Okay? What if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me.
Y'all ready for it?
Right.
I got a better one for y'all.
Oh, for f***'s sake. Not that again.
You think Putin respect him? He don't fuck about you, boy. Why does he think somebody respect this man? Like respect me. They don't respect you, dude. You an adversary. Shut the fuck, man.
Let me tell you, Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt.
Oh, here we go with the dick sucking again.
Where they used him in Russia.
Hold on. Where am I?
Again!
This man, he about to suck him off, bro. Watch him suck him off. Oh, I went all the way back, y'all. Hold on. Here's me. Hold on. I gotta go back. God damn it. I fucked it up, y'all. I fucked it up.
What if Russia breaks ceasefire?
Yeah, we close. We close.
We close. I understand that it's a heated conversation right now.
What are you saying?
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
What if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now? Okay? What if they broke it? I don't know. They broke it with Biden because Biden, they didn't respect him. They didn't respect Obama. They respect me. Let me tell you, Putin went through a hell of a lot with me. He went through a phony witch hunt where they used him and Russia. You ever hear of that deal? That was a phony Hunter Biden, Joe Biden scam. Hillary Clinton, Shifty Adam Schiff. It was a Democrat.
He just naming names. He just saying names. He ain't saying shit. He just saying names. And this is who y'all elected, man.
Scam. And he had to go through that. And he did go through it. We didn't end up in a war.
Putin had to go through it. Putin in another fucking country. Another country, being the president of another country, he had to go through people talking shit about him.
I can't tell if he's serious, and that's very concerning.
It makes no goddamn sense, y'all. This shit is this is embarrassing, man. This is embarrassing as like somebody that served the military, been an American citizen their whole fucking life, born and raised here. Dude, this is embarrassing, man. This is embarrassing. To defend somebody that invaded another country. See, I'm saying this is some bullshit. They telling this man to kiss their ass when they haven't got a ceasefire along with the security promise. Like, come on, you get it. But I guess all these other people, they don't seem to get it.
And he went through it. He was accused of all that stuff. He had nothing to do with it. It came out of Hunter Biden's bathroom. It came out of Hunter Biden's bedroom. It was disgusting. And then they said, oh, the laptop from hell was made by Russia. The 51 agents. The whole thing was a scam. And he had to put up with that. He was being accused of all that stuff. All I can say is this. He might have broken deals with Obama and Bush, and he might have broken them with Biden. He did, maybe. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened. But he didn't break them with me. He wants to make...
Well, he can somewhat, kind of, not really, but somewhat agree that this man's broken agreements, but, you know, he won't do it with me. You know, she done cheated on all her boyfriends, but, you know, when she gets with me, she won't do it. This dude sounds like a fucking dummy, bruh. This dude... And this is who they trust, y'all. This is who they trust.
A deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is, I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's...
Strong arming at its finest, y'all. Strong arming at its finest. If you sign this agreement and you give us these minerals, even though I ain't gonna promise you no security and no help or nothing, you'll be better off then. Like, dude, what?
It's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing. All right, I think
it's not a nice thing that your skin color ain't a normal color.
We've seen enough. What do you think? Huh? This is going to be great television, I will say that. All right. We'll see what we can do about putting it together. Thanks, sir.
It'll be good television. Look at JD Vance, little cocksucking ass. He's like he feel like he just got done. Just wipe your mouth, man. Wipe your mouth off. Wipe your face. Wipe it off. This is embarrassing for the United States. But guess what? After this meeting, y'all, after this meeting that they had, the rest of the world decided to get on the internet and voice their opinion. And I'm talking about the leaders of all these different countries in the UK, the EU, and all that stuff. Look at what they said.
Took to Twitter, including the president of the European Council, Dear Zelensky, dear Ukrainian friends, you are not alone. The foreign minister of Germany, Ukraine is not alone. Germany, together with our European allies, stands united alongside Ukraine and against the Russian aggression. Ukraine can build on unwavering support from Germany, Europe, and beyond. Their defense of democracy and their quest for peace and security is ours. The Prime Minister of the Czech Republic, we stand with Ukraine and on the side of the free world. The President of Slovakia, we stand with Ukraine more than ever. Time for Europe to stay united. The President president of Slovenia. Slovenia upholds the principles and respect of international law and international relations. What we witnessed in the Oval Office today undermines these values and the foundations of diplomacy. We stand firmly in support of Ukraine's sovereignty. We repeat, Russia is the aggressor. The foreign minister of Austria, stand with Ukraine. The prime minister of Spain, Ukraine, Spain stands with you. The prime minister of Sweden, Sweden stands with Ukraine. You are not only fighting for your freedom, but also for all of Europe. Slava Ukraini. The ambassador of the Netherlands to Ukraine. I just spoke to my Ukrainian friend and colleague. I reiterated my full support to Ukraine, whatever it takes, for as long as it takes. The president of Lithuania, Ukraine, you'll never walk alone. The prime minister of Latvia, Latvia stands with Ukraine. The president of Latvia, Ukraine is a victim of the Russian aggression. It fights the war with the help from many friends and partners and has become a symbol for not just freedom and sovereignty, but for making the art of the impossible in difficult circumstances. The foreign minister of Finland, Finland stands with the people and the people's choices. No Ukraine, no peace. People have chosen freedom. We stand with Ukraine. The prime minister of Portugal, Ukraine can always count on Portugal, Zelensky. The prime minister of Croatia, Croatia knows from its own experience that only a just peace can be a lasting peace. The Croatian government has supported the belief that Ukraine needs such a peace, one that means sovereignty, territorial integrity, and a future in free Europe. The foreign minister of Estonia, I just had a call with my friend and colleague where I reassured Estonia's support to Ukraine whatever it takes. The prime minister of Canada, Russia's illegally and unjustifiably invaded Ukraine. For 3 years now, Ukrainians have fought with courage and resilience. Their fight for democracy, freedom, and sovereignty is a fight that will matter to us all. Canada will continue to stand with Ukraine and Ukrainians in achieving a just and lasting peace. The president of Moldova, the truth is simple. Russia invaded Ukraine. Russia is the aggressor. Ukraine defends its freedom and ours. We stand with Ukraine. The prime minister of Norway, we stand by Ukraine in their fair struggle for a just and lasting peace. The prime minister of Iceland, Iceland stands with Ukraine. You are not alone. We wholeheartedly support Ukraine in their quest for just and lasting peace against the unprovoked and unlawful Russian aggression. The mayor of Antwerp in Belgium, we stand behind Ukraine and the Ukrainian people in their historic fight to defend themselves against an unprovoked Russian aggression. Their fight is our fight. United we are strong. The prime minister of Luxembourg, Luxembourg stands with Ukraine. You are fighting for your freedom and a rules-based international order.
Think about that. We got so many people in America that have their feelings about the situation, and it's like, yeah, Trump didn't do nothing wrong. He stood strong and all this. The rest of the world don't believe it. They don't believe it. They saw it for what it was. And it ain't on us to sit here and say that it's some other bullshit. Like, I understand people make excuses for this guy. They've been making excuses since he was the president the first time. Y'all forget that this is the same guy. Trump and Zelensky. Now, let me pull it back up. This was the perfect phone call. Between these two guys, when Trump was trying to extort this dude, like he's doing right now, y'all, he tried to extort this dude to get him to dig up dirt on Hunter Biden. Or was it Hillary Clinton? I think it was Hunter Biden. It was Hunter Biden. He was trying to get information on Hunter Biden. And he told Zelensky, I know that Congress already allocated some money to get sent to you, but we're not going to send this aid over there to you unless you can look up this person for me. That's what he got impeached for, y'all. This is the same guy. So you already know Trump don't like him because he stood up to Trump then. He stood up to him then. Now he in the feelings now. You know, look. The United States already made a decision. You just the president, bitch. You the goddamn CEO. The board of directors already made it. That's the House and the Senate. They made a decision on this. And you over here trying to strong arm this man. But guess what? It's other people that talked about him. Check it out.
Kampf zu tun und auch jetzt dieser Zwischenphase. Aber ich stehe im engen Austausch mit sehr vielen Ministerpräsidenten, Staats- und Regierungschefs der Europäischen Union. Und für mich wird absolute Priorität haben, so schnell wie möglich Europa so zu stärken, dass wir Schritt für Schritt auch wirklich Unabhängigkeit erreichen von den USA. Ich hätte nicht geglaubt, dass ich so etwas mal in einer Fernsehsendung sagen muss. Aber spätestens nach den Äußerungen aus der letzten Woche von Donald Trump ist klar, dass den Amerikanern, jedenfalls diesem Teil der Amerikaner, dieser Regierung, das Schicksal Europas weitgehend gleichgültig ist. Ich bin sehr gespannt, wie wir auf den NATO-Gipfel Ende Juni zusteuern. Ob wir dann überhaupt noch über die NATO in ihrer gegenwärtigen Verfassung sprechen oder ob wir hier nicht sehr viel schneller eigenständige europäische Verteidigungsfähigkeit herstellen müssen. Also das hat für mich absolute Priorität und ich mache mir überhaupt keine Illusionen über das, was da aus Amerika stattfindet.
And I know some of y'all probably didn't probably read the subtitles because y'all need to. I don't speak no fucking French or whatever the fuck he was speaking. I don't know what he was speaking, but I read them subtitles. And I don't know if people know, but Trump is pushing us to a position now where a lot of the world, a lot of our allies are going to start distancing themselves from us. Like, I don't know if people understand. We've watched movie after movie after movie where the big dog, the drug boss, the bully, the cool guy, whatever, felt like he was so untouchable that he started lashing out on the people around him that helped him get to that position, or at least helps him obtain or keep that position. Once you start lashing out at them, people start separating themselves from you. And then they start building a coalition around the side. You want to align yourself with Putin, guess what? We're fucked. We're fucked. We will be fucked. The American people. He already, look, dude, I'm going to just say it like this. I'm just saying it like this and I'm going to leave it alone. I don't even give a fuck. We got a bought and paid for president. And Americans need to wake up to that. We have a bought and paid for president. Elon Musk bought him. He bought him. And now he got Elon running around the country, y'all, talking about he trying to find fraud and abuse. What fraud has he found? Name 1 ounce of fraud that Elon's found. Goose egg. But I can tell you what he has been doing. He been firing Americans from their damn job. He been firing Americans from their job. He's swearing that he making all these amazing cuts. We finding all this extra money. Motherfucker ain't finding shit. The bitch has been firing folks. My dad works for the fucking government. I work for the government. My uncle works for the fucking government. Motherfuckers getting letters on email talking about, tell me what you did. Tell me 5 things you did last week. If you don't respond to it, you getting fired. And if you do respond to it, depending on how I feel about your email, you might still get fired. Motherfucker, when you threatening federal employees, most of these people are veterans. Everybody in my family that I know of, immediately at least, served this country in the military and then went into extra work after that. These motherfuckers coming after them. You think I support some bullshit like this? But we got people out here supporting it. Supporting this dumb shit because they don't give a fuck about nobody else. And I'm trying to tell y'all, I've been saying it for the longest when it comes to these political conversations, when it comes to the cops. If you don't give a fuck about it when they come for somebody else, don't expect nobody to give a fuck when they come for you. I give a fuck. I don't care. Because I know if they'll do it to somebody else, they damn sure do it to my black ass. But we got a lot of folks that don't give a fuck. We had Red up here. Red up here was running his goddamn dick sucking ass mouth, supporting Trump with that racist bullshit. Fine, do it. When they come for your goofy ass, don't say nothing. When they want to clean up the streets of Michigan for little wigger boys that want to be black all the time, don't say nothing. Don't come crying on the fucking internet. Do not. Just like them same ass farmers that voted for this motherfucker and now he cut their goddamn funding, so now their farms about to go down because they signed a contract with the government to invest in shit. Now they done put all this money into something thinking that the government was gonna pay them back, and now they ain't getting paid back. Fuck it. Fuck your farm. Fuck your farm. I hope you go under. I hope your family lives in poverty. I'm on that type of time. I'm getting tired of people fucking opening their mouth, running this goddamn, like running that shit, trying to act like they the arbiters of what's right in America. And the only reason they're doing shit is because they want to see other people harmed. And then when they get harmed, they want to cry. Fuck you. I'm dead ass serious, y'all. I'm not with that shit, man. I'm not with that shit. You gonna see me here for 4 fucking years on this man's head. You gonna see me for 4 years on this man's head. And they come to my house, they come to my house. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, I got bullets. I got bullets for it. I probably won't walk out from it, but I damn sure don't try to take something with me. I don't care about this nonsense, bro. We need to wake up as an American fucking public, bro. We need to wake up. We need to wake up. This shit is getting old and it's getting tired. I don't understand how so many people, I don't know how many super dummies we have in this country that can stand by and watch dumb shit happen. We talk about we supposed to be here for our allies. We supposed to be here to fucking keep status quo around. They all about the status quo when it's keeping them up. But as soon as it starts to fucking benefit somebody else, they want to jump off the bridge and act like everything going crazy. Let this shit run off the bridge. Let it run off the streets. Hey, Hurricane, you said Viva Revolution. Guess what? We won't even have to do it. We won't even have to do it. They gonna do it themselves. They gonna do it themselves, man. They gonna do it themselves. These motherfuckers already raising hell at city council meetings, town halls. They already raising hell about it. They gonna do it themselves. They done made their bed. Guess what? Them bitches gonna have to lie in it. They gonna have to lie in it because it's the same thing like it was last time. We got a measles outbreak out there in Texas, but you gonna say that's fake news. A kid already done passed away from that shit. You know, that's a China virus again. These motherfuckers gonna realize that these motherfuckers ain't for them, and then they ain't gonna have nobody else but to look at. The same people they should have been looking at from the get-go. I ain't sitting over here saying Kamala was gonna be a better option, but she wasn't gonna be this. She wasn't gonna be this. I can guarantee you that. She would have kept status quo going. This shit right here is some other shit. We have literally sold the country out to a South African. I'm kind of out there. We sold the country out to an African, y'all. Can't believe you say that shit, right? Because you know, the last time we had a black person in office, they was crazy. But now they love this motherfucking African. It just seems to be a different shade. You know, a different shade, right? And that makes it all right. I ain't got time for it, y'all, man. I'm like, I'm gonna stay on this motherfucking head, bro. I'm gonna stay on this motherfucking head. I actually want to show y'all something before we get the fuck up out of here, man. I know I've been grinding for a minute, but I'm gonna show y'all something because everybody talks about Doge. Elon not gonna go unscathed in this shit today. He not gonna go unscathed. They were talking about Doge, man. They love some Doge. Doge is saving us all this money. And once again, I'm telling y'all, all he been doing is firing Americans. That's all he been fucking doing. Just firing American workers. And a lot of them are veterans. You know, the same ones they claim they care about. They calling these motherfuckers lazy pieces of shit and all this other woo stuff. Look, I want y'all to see something. I want y'all to see something, man. Because this shit is sick, bro. This shit is sick. And I'm being dead ass serious. This shit is sick. This is Doge. Y'all make sure y'all go like this thing right here. I put it up today. Can I click on it? Can I click on it? Oh, you ain't gonna let me click on it? Let me log into another account. Hold up real quick, like. Let's see. Can I click on it now? Why the fuck you won't let me click on this shit, man? Let me go to another account. Maybe if I go to my other account. All right, can I click on it now? Can I click on it? All right, y'all, it won't let me click on it. Hold up. I'm gonna do it another way. Because this shit is irritating, man. Let's see, image file. Let's see, downloads. My captures. Damn, this shit's on my fucking phone. But either way, though, pretty much what I was about to show y'all is they were talking about all the money that Doge has saved. They've saved all this amount of money. So the American people could be happy that Doge is doing their job and they're saving money, y'all. They're saving all this money. And then when you truly look at it, first off, they miscalculated what the fuck they were actually saving. And the savings that they said they saved was pretty much just firing people. They weren't saving a goddamn thing. They're laying people off, and then they're lying about the amount of money that they're actually laying people off on. But here you go. Matter of fact, I think I got it. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can find this shit. Is this it? The these folks mad, bro. These folks are mad about this shit. And I'm laughing when I see them be mad, because it's like, hey, bro, you voted for this shit. You voted for it. You was happy because a lot of these motherfuckers voted for it, y'all, thinking that they were going to harm their fellow Americans. Other groups of people. You remember they were eating the cats and the dogs and all that shit. But then they find out that this shit's actually harming them. Let me see, where the fuck is this shit at? Is it in this one? Yeah, it might not be in this video. I got a lot of videos where I'm showing this shit. Oh yeah, here we go. I think I got it. Yeah. And I know some folks gonna be like, oh, that's fucking CNN. That's CNN. And you talking about, y'all motherfuckers be the same motherfuckers watching Fox News that got sued for I forget how many $1 billion or something during the last election, the election before last, for lying like a motherfucker. But you want to listen to them, you don't want to listen to nobody else. Yeah, fuck all that dumb shit. Let me see. And Hurricane said, Let's see what he said. But is going to give it to black people for reparations. The answer is no. Yeah. We ain't getting a goddamn thing for them motherfuckers. I mean, bro, Elon Musk with apartheid, he need to take his ass back to Africa. Yeah, I said it, and I don't give a fuck. I said it. Check this shit. They be doing this little show on CNN, y'all, where they got Republicans on there, 2 Republicans, I think, and then some Democrats or whatever the fuck. Watch this shit, because they gonna show you the actual shit that was said and actually what's true. Because, I tried to show Red some truth earlier today, and he didn't want to believe it. He wanted to keep moving the goalposts, because it didn't fit his narrative. He ain't the only one that be doing that shit, so he ain't gonna pile on Red. But watch this shit.
Let's take the top issues for Americans, okay? It's the economy, it's the border. Maybe you could argue it's the federal deficit, even though that actually really didn't poll. But on the economy, as we've established, not a whole lot has been done on that. And consumer confidence numbers just came out showing Americans are actually really worried about this. But when we look at the budget cuts, okay, like you talked about putting everything out on the garage. Well, so far, according to Doge, the amount that constitutes everything, it went from $16 billion on February 17th to suddenly $10 billion on February 25th. They're just moving the numbers almost randomly.
Just like Bernie Madoff.
I mean,
y'all look at these numbers right here. On February 17th, those said they saved the country $16.5 billion. 2 days later, they recorrected and said, no, it's 8.5. Then guess what? A day later, made another mistake, 7.2 billion. Then came back on February 25th and said, no, it's actually up to 9.7. That's what we really saved. That's what type of time they on. Well, guess what? Watch this shit.
Maybe they're just revising it as they get more information.
Yeah, okay, sure. But the thing is,
would you rather them leave incorrect numbers up or put correct numbers up?
How do you not know 8 million from 8 billion, Scott? Come on, man.
Well, I don't make
they added 3 zeros on it.
I mean, you seem to be mad that they're making corrections.
And see, that's why you need a black person around to call that shit out. Like, bro, you say that one more time?
Come on, man.
Well, I don't make
they added 3
Put correct numbers up.
How do you not know 8 million from 8 billion, Scott? Come on, man.
Well, I don't make that.
How you don't know 8 million from 8 billion? Like, come on, man. Like, for real, that's why you need black people around to just call shit out. Call shit out, bro. Ain't got no filter on it. Like, bro, you can't say we saved $8 billion and then be like, oh, no, it's really 8 million. It's a big ass goddamn difference, bro. It's a big ass difference. Either way, though.
Added 3 zeros on it.
I mean, you seem to be mad that they're making corrections.
No,
I want the most correct information.
It's not.
Yeah, that's the.
This shit right here, y'all. This is the issue right here. The claim, those elites' top 5 savings from website. This is shit they put on their website. They claim that they had $8 billion in savings from ICE. They also claim they had 3 $655 million cuts in USAA aid. And also another 232 million cuts in SSA. Y'all know what SSA is. I ain't finna explain it if you don't know. But in reality, no. You only had $8 million. And that was from firing people. You saved $8 million by firing people, not $8 billion. Oh, and then let's go to the other one, the 655 million in USAA. No, the cuts only counted. They counted the cuts 3 fucking times. It's really 18 million. The real number is 18 million, but they told people 655 million. So these folks run around, these Trump supporters, they run around like, oh, he's saving all this money. Bitch, he ain't saving no $655 million. Say $18 million, once again, by firing people. And then when it comes to $232 million cuts from the SSA, it wasn't no $232 million. It's 560,000. And that's from contracts. Just from contracts. That's contractors, y'all. Well, these motherfuckers run around here, got 3,000 in this dumb shit. Dude, you are sitting around advocating for your president to fire your fellow Americans, man. And a lot of them are veterans. a lot of them are veterans. Y'all always, July 4th come around and Veterans Day come around. We support the troops and all the shit. And then you be sitting around advocating for them to be fired for the rest of 364 days of the year, 363 days of the year. And you got a South African doing it. You got an African doing it. Man, bro, y'all don't get the fuck out of here with that dumbass shit, man. Man, this shit crazy, man. Y'all sit here for a second, man. Cause I ain't done for the night. I was about to leave, but I ain't finna do it, man. I'm gonna let y'all hear some of this soft ass music and calm down for a second. Cause I need to calm down for a second. Cause I'm about to say some shit. All right, I'm done. Look, I ain't gonna lie, I like that music, man. That shit calm me down from time to time. But look, man, we need to be serious about this, y'all. I'm gonna take all my anger away, all the energy away. Let's talk sensible real quick. 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. We have an issue, y'all. We have an issue in this country. We have a problem. And the first step to fixing any problem, y'all, is to acknowledge. You have to acknowledge that we actually have a problem. We have a bought and paid for president. We have a bought and paid for president. I'm not ashamed or pissed off or feel any type of way about saying it. It is what it is, y'all. We as the American people need to stop being super fucking dummies. We have to. We gotta stop being super dummies. And I know most of y'all that's watching over here, y'all ain't super dummies. Y'all know the folks I'm talking about. Y'all know the ones. I had one up on here earlier. Super fucking dummy. We need to actually start looking things up. Just stop going off of what we hear on different news networks. I hear something on CNN, or I hear something on Fox, I hear something on MSNBC, I hear something on TYT, I hear something on whatever fucking station I'm looking at. I'll go double check it. Just like last night when I covered the cop video. I heard Dr. Rashad Ritchie on TYT say something happened. You know what I did? Got on my computer, started typing up to try to find the original video to find out, no, this motherfucker actually was telling the truth. I want to double check what the fuck I'm going to cover. I want to double check the shit that I'm consuming to make sure it's actually accurate, and found out, oh, telling the truth. Most folks won't do that. They hear the bias that they want to hear. It makes them feel complicit with the bullshit. They love it. Oh, you reaffirm my belief, my hate. I don't need to look nothing up. They said it. Perfect. We got too many people like that in America. We need to start actually being a little bit knowledgeable, man. We have too much shit going on. We have too much technology and information around us to be so goddamn stupid. The man is bought and paid for. Elon Musk is really running our shit. We gotta get away from that shit, bro. I swear, all your people that's on the Democratic side, because they the only ones that's gonna be the opposition, all the Republicans dick sucking, you need to hold them bitches accountable. Everybody in office right now that is allowing this dumb shit need to be voted the fuck out. Every last one. I don't care if you're on the right or you're on the left. If your political representative is not fucking doing something to fucking push back on this dumb shit, vote they bitch asses out. We got a lot of motherfuckers that are self-serving in our federal government. They gotta go. They gotta go, y'all. Let's see, Hurricane said, Elon looked like an uncle that transformed to an aunt. Y'all just saying facts. I be triple checking, and I even watch news from across the world. Yeah, look, man, I listen to Al Jazeera. Every morning I get up, I want to know what the rest of the world is saying about us. Like, and people that have Android phones, y'all know y'all can just ask your phone, say, hey, Google, tell me about my day. And that bitch gonna start talking to you. She gonna start talking to you and telling you world news. And you can actually pick what you want to fucking listen to. I'm trying to tell y'all. Watch this. I'm gonna show you something. It's gonna be funny. Hey, Google, tell me about my day. Hold on. She actually called me a name. Hold on, I want y'all to hear my name. Hey, Google, tell me about my day.
Hello, Big Daddy. The time is 1:42 a.m.
Yeah.
Birmingham, it's 39 and mostly cloudy. Sunday, it'll be sunny, with a high of 56 and a low of 36.
Every morning, y'all.
There's light traffic on the way to work, so it should take 11 minutes.
Every morning.
No
Watch
tasks
this.
for today. Have a great day.
Watch this.
Latest news.
Hit me with the news, y'all.
Reuters TV, U.S. at 1:33 a.m. today. After nearly 200 years of mitigating risk, and now we can see what others don't. As leaders in commercial property insurance, our risk engineering approach.
Oh, they do all the promotion every morning. You know, whatever.
FM.com. This is Reuters. Some European leaders offered support to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, and some urged diplomatic repair after an extraordinary clash at the White House with U.S. President Donald Trump.
Gambling with World War III.
Trump threatened to withdraw support for Ukraine 3 years after Russia's invasion. A new era of wickedness has begun, said German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock, who urged Germany to release an additional $3.1 billion in aid for Ukraine.
Y'all get the gist. Ask your phone to tell you about their day in the morning. Mine call me Big Daddy. Mine call me. I got the British girl. I like her voice. I like her voice on that bitch. See, Hurricane said, I can't wait until I have the Sade voice. Look. They supposedly they getting new voices on here. Like, I know some people that got the male voice on there. I be like, I don't want to hear that shit, man. I need to hear a bitch. I like that British accent too, though. But nah, man, look. If you got an Android, ask your phone in the morning. Just say, hey, Google, tell me about your day. And like, for real, not Google, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't, damn, don't do it again.
No.
She's about to do it again. She about to do it again. God damn it. Stop. Shut up. Inform yourselves, y'all. That's all I can really ask nowadays, man. Please inform yourself as best you possibly can. I know some people gonna see this video and be like, hey, look at this dumbass nigga on here talking. Bitch, I look up information. I really do look up information, and I give a fuck about my fellow Americans. I give a fuck about the people that surround me. I don't advocate for folks being spooked, like I said earlier, and going out trying to harm somebody else to make themselves feel better. Stop. We gotta stop doing that shit, man. And the sad part, it ain't majority of us doing that shit. It's a certain group of folks that's doing that shit. We know what the fuck they look like. Always worrying about what somebody else fucking doing and what somebody else is saying. We gotta stop that shit, bro. We gotta stop that shit. And the sad part, a lot of them ain't gonna realize they doing the wrong thing until they meet our creator, not theirs. Well, I guess all of our creator, but you know, we the children of God, not the motherfuckers overseas in Israel. Hurricane said the clash of the White House, AI, Zelensky and Trump is hilarious. They were scrapping. Yep, and JD Vance pussy ass just should have stayed out of it. And he also said Google Play Juvenile back that ass. I ain't gonna hold you on that shit, man. But look, man, I really want folks to wake the fuck up, man. And we got to stop with the bullshit, man. If we see somebody on the left or we see somebody on the right that's on that whole ass shit, that's just saying the words they need to say to try to get you to garner to it, we need to be able to recognize that. We need to acknowledge it and fucking put them in the section of, you won't get my vote, you will not represent me. We need to hold people to an account, because when we got so many people that just vote down ballot all the time, these people know that they don't have to do shit for you. And that's why a lot of motherfuckers are walking out. Like, for real, these folks that voted for Trump, bro, are walking out. Matter of fact, I'm just show it to you. I'm gonna show it to you. And then we gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna just show it to you real quick. Like, we gonna get the fuck out of here, because I ain't got time. I say I got time, but yeah. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm just show it to you. Watch this shit. These white folks at Trump town hall meetings with their representatives and shit. And these people pissed off. But you know, they don't want to show this shit on right-wing media. But you know the left gonna pick it up.
Tested.
When will you stand up to them and say that is enough?
The end result of the fraud and abuse that has been discovered already.
President Trump has issued a lot of executive orders. I think by and large this is moving very quickly compared to other administrations, and I think across the board he's done some very good things. I think he's gotten rid of birthright citizenship.
as hell.
But what is going on right now today is the House of Representatives and the Senate are totally abdicating their responsibility. You stand here and say, I'm not sure about that, or I'm not sure about that. You put up, frankly, some of these slides are very misleading. Let's talk about the Trump tax cut. How much of that deficit in that jump from 22 up was the tax cuts for the incredibly rich people of the world who are now in our White House and dismantling our government? You are an attorney. You are an officer of the court, in addition to swearing an oath to our Constitution, and yet, well, you and so many of your colleagues are just sitting around watching. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens next month.
And that clip was from another.
I'm gonna start with that. These are the people that actually voted for the motherfucker. They show up to the town halls. They ate up and they drank all that Kool-Aid that the motherfuckers were telling them before the goddamn election happened. And the sad part is gonna be they fight. They the ones who need to go out there and do it. Cause you know us as black folks, for y'all that are black, you know we done dealt with this shit. I know people always will say, you throw the race card out there, fuck you, I don't give a fuck. Bitch, I know how your people are, and yes, I will throw out the race card no matter what, because I live in America and I know what America really is. Black folks are the only folks I think truly actually done seen what America is. Because even Native Americans kind of get a pass a little bit, and they did y'all dirty too, bro. And I ain't gonna knock y'all, because they did y'all dirty, and I ride with y'all, bro, because we got a lot of Native in us too. But we know the true American. We know how people move in this country move. We know how certain folks in this country move. We done seen it, experienced it since we've been here, ain't never seen nothing different. But it's gonna be on white folks to actually fix this shit, man. These white folks' problems. But people need to wake the fuck up to what's going on, man. For all my coon ass like Negroes that want to align themselves to that side, man, please put a shirt on so I know who you is, and you can't come to the cookout, bro. You can't. Any of my Hispanic friends that want to align themselves on that side, any of my Asian folks that want to align themselves on that side, please let me know who the fuck you are so I can send your ass clean the fuck over there. Over there. I'm not even doing that whole, we disagree on politics, but we can be cool on other things. Take your fucking ass over there. And don't come the fuck over here. And I'm not saying I align myself with the left. I'm just don't align myself with no racists. And people that want to seek harm to other folks. I just don't align myself with that. Take your bitch ass over there. Hurricane said his energy bill was damn near $500 last month because of the energy tariffs. Shit, yeah. It's shit going up. In Huntsville, Alabama, them motherfuckers told him, like, yeah, he signed that new executive order. So, you know, the government's not going to come in and subsidize your overpriced energy. So now y'all going to have to, your light bill go up. Light bill go up, water bill go up, all that shit. He said, somebody let him know. Like, I'm being dead ass serious, man. I ain't with the shit. And I know some people going to try to come after me for saying this shit on this show. I don't give a fuck, man. You don't affect my life. And you can come and try. I got a pit bull and a goddamn fucking wildcat in here for your ass. I don't care about none of that nonsense. I'm not going to hold my tongue for bullshit that's going on in this country, and a lot of people need to be on that same shit. You can see me, look, I'll be like that man right there on that fucking on that picture right there. I don't give a fuck. I'll be just like Malcolm X. I need to get a Malcolm X fucking picture up in this bitch. Be dead ass serious with you. Or a goddamn fucking a Garvey picture up in this bitch or something. Like, for real, because this shit is, look, dude, we've been saying this shit since the cows came home, and I'm probably just another reiteration, just like Hurricane, probably another reiteration of one of our forefathers that came before us. We're trying to call this shit out, and people not listening, man. You're not listening. You keep on falling behind, you fall behind people that advocate doing harm to other people, and for some reason that makes you feel good on the inside. You should really think about who you are as a person. If you get happy by doing harm to somebody else, you're a shitty individual. You're a shitty ass individual. And you're probably gonna bust hell wide open with some, I'll say it, like my grandma used to say it, with gasoline draws on, motherfucker. I hope you ain't one of them people that fit into that group. But y'all, we gotta keep spreading the word and tell these motherfuckers, man, look, get right. But at the end of the day, that's their fucking problem. They gotta deal with it. They gotta deal with it. I don't care if you black, white, brown, Asian, whatever the fuck. If you align yourself on the side of evil, motherfucker, you gonna catch what comes with evil. You gonna catch what comes with it. And I ain't saying I'm gonna do nothing to you. I'm gonna stand on the sideline like this and just watch. And as soon as you start complaining, I'll be like, I ain't got nothing to do with it, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with it. That's your own problems. But look, man, I appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight, man. I know I grinded, man. Look, we almost 4 fucking hours. Red did a great job of coming in here and trying to like promote the dumb shit. And I ain't got no words for this shit no more, man. I'm just start calling their ass the fuck out when I see it. I don't give a fuck if their feelings get hurt. Like, look, you acting like a hoe, you dressing like a hoe, you fucking like a hoe, I'm gonna call you a hoe. You acting like a racist, talking like a racist, doing racist shit, I'm gonna call you a racist. I'm gonna call you whatever the fuck it is. Because over here, we gonna keep that shit 100. We not sugarcoating shit for nobody. And if people get mad about it, let them do what they do. YouTube probably gonna try to demonetize this, but man, look, y'all, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Make sure y'all hit that like, make sure y'all hit that subscribe, share the videos, turn them notices on, make sure y'all hit all. Support your boy, hit the cash up down below if y'all feeling froggy. Man, we trying to keep this shit going around here, but I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. We'll be over here tomorrow, man. Well, actually, not even tomorrow, later today. And it's gonna be fun. But I'll holler at y'all, man.
Don't tell me about me. Stop telling 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 me about me. I don't need you to tell me about me.